that sports encyclopedia. We West Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through Juco and you make it out of Juco, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. You said from day one you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you. Oh, God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you.
What up? We are in the building, and let's get it cracking. It is Free Game Friday, and it is Free Game Friday right here, powered by BetUS on the realest show on planet Earth. It is College Football Friday, and we're about to have a football palooza right here at the Slapdick Cigar Lounge and Studio, and we got a loaded lineup. Dr. Jesse Morse will join us here in a few. We got Big Matt McChesney talking about college football playoff, and Shaun King, Super Bowl champ, will join us as well. So make sure you pound that like, subscribe, become a member, and join our other channel as well. Become a member over there or subscribe over there for now until we get membership capabilities. But we got a loaded show today, and it is college football playoff. And guess what? I've been saying it's watered down. Well, I'm going to break it down in totality. So make sure you understand that this 12-team playoff begins tonight. So let it rain, because it is and will be the most watered-down playoff of our generation. We went from number 1 versus number 2 playing when I was a little kid all the way until early, mid-2000s. Then we went to the BCS, and it was a computer that picked our teams. Then we went to a 4-team playoff. Now it's 12. Next, it's 14. They're already talking about next year already going to 14. When will it end? The portal has 7,000 kids in it. Yes, let me repeat. 7,000 kids as of 6 this morning. And that is during the college football playoff. And everybody out there, those 7,000 kids are seeking a bag of money to go from school A to school B. This has become a mockery and harder to watch with any seriousness or care. How can schools now ask their fans for money to pay the players? How can it do it? Make it make sense. This has become full-blown Comedy Central, and all they're missing is Dave Chappelle. And the only thing we can be rest assured of is this will be more and more watered down year after year. But what do I know? What I do know is that my Far East Sider, Naptown Legend, 317, LeBron Hairline Heaven, Lamar Jackson loving, and AR5 jocking, Caitlin Clark loving, Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty joins me. We're going to dive into this.
What's going on, Jason? It's Friday. You bringing
that? Don't call me by my name, homie.
Huh?
Don't call me by my name.
Don't call you your name. Just for clarity, you're telling me not to call you your name.
Not Jason, though. What were you saying, though? What were you saying, homie? I brought what?
I'm just saying, man, I'm happy to be here. It's Friday, man. We have probably the best weekend of football we've seen all year long with the combination of college games and NFL games. These playoffs, man, I couldn't be more excited. And I haven't been more excited for a college football playoff in my lifetime. We got the battle of Indiana's tonight. IU and Notre Dame. We're going to dive into it, JB, man, but I cannot wait. We got my man Shaun Waffle in the chat. We got Jay Steezy in the chat, Chris Dabano, Big Rule from Naptown, Christian W, Grandmaster Woo, and, of course, we got Gene. Come on, man. I'm lit.
Of course, we have who?
Gene.
Just Gene. Like, it just sounded like
this ain't nothing, just Gene. Like, no last name, no nothing. We don't know nothing about this man. Fake picture. We don't know who. It could be a kid. We don't know nothing. Just Gene.
Gene and Joe Accord would literally scalp you.
It would. That's why I kind of play the fence. Like, I talk a little shit, but I always really back in because I don't want them to, like, they might really try to get me, I think.
Joe Accord says there's 1 to 2 inches of snow. Go 1 to 2.
Joe, what that got to do with anything? Joe?
No, the game tonight.
Oh, okay. My fault. Thank you. That makes sense. It's the game is at where is it at? They're both 11-1. Is it at
South Bend?
South Bend, okay.
Yeah,
it's gonna be packed out with both their fans though. It's gonna that's why I love like the battle in Indiana. Will be crazy. It's gonna be wild.
And they will show up. See, they wouldn't show up in LA.
Oh yeah. It's too much stuff going on in LA. Yes,
I'm saying if it was snowing here, nobody's going.
But y'all not showing up anyway. It could be a beautiful day. Y'all not showing up because too much stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Super Bowl was here and it wasn't even sold out. They had to put in fake people, I think, at the top. Like LA people are just kind of y'all are fugazi fans when it comes to being fans of teams.
We're not fans.
Other than the Dodgers, y'all will go out for the Dodgers. But other than that,
only Mexicans.
I mean, that's LA.
We have a very weird fan base because what had happened was. By the way, that Jamie Foxx.
Stop.
Look,
keep going.
What had happened was LA lost a football team for about 20 years to St. Louis. And we were a true LA Rams fan base. The LA Raiders had been going back and forth from Oakland to LA, back and forth. So LA fans with the second largest media market became everyone's bar to watch their team at. So we had a Philadelphia Eagles bar made in LA. We had a Pittsburgh Steelers bar made in LA. We had a Cowboys bar. We had a Raiders bar. We had all these bars made all over the place. And now you go to these different places. We had no team for ourselves in LA. Of all places, in LA, had no football team. So the fan base deteriorated, dog. It went to Lakers, Dodgers, Kings, and then everyone else. So we're already fair weather fans anyway. So it is what it is. But what had happened was, don't watch the Jamie Foxx special. Let's dive into the quote of the day, Smitty, brought to you by BetUS. Before we get into the main part of this show, because I got something very interesting to bring up. Because college football playoff teams and teams that want to be in the playoff are asking their fans, Smitty, to pay for their players. It's unfucking believable. Whitlock asked me this yesterday on the show, but I have something interesting to break down with you before we get started. But quote of the day brought to you by BetUS. Head on over there today. Get your bets in tonight. College football playoff begins in South Bend. 1 to 2 inches of snow. The weather forecaster Joe Accord says. And Notre Dame, Indiana. We're going to dive into that. We're going to get our picks in with Sean King. And Smitty and I will give you our NFL picks, and it's all powered by BetUS. Head on over today. Use my promo code, CoachJB, 150% bonus on your first deposit. Quote of the day, Smitty. It is easier to forgive an enemy than it is to forgive a friend.
You preaching right now, man. That's deep. That hit me right here in the core. Because an enemy, you were already expecting them to do something dirty because that's just your enemy. So it's like if they do it, it's like it don't hit the same. I was like, I already knew Jason was gonna be on that. But when it's a friend and they stab you in your back, You ain't surprised you got stabbed in the back. You surprised when you turn around and see who it is. I told you.
You learn something.
So like that's deep.
You learn shit on this show. You can take shit away. Like tomorrow, if the show ended tomorrow, you got let's say your other cats hit you with a like 7-figure deal and you had to leave, right? I'd be like, Smitty, I love you, man. Appreciate everything you did. Boo boo. You go on that show and be like reiterating all this shit you heard. That's what's crazy.
But that's real. That's a smart person though. Like you learn and you take bits and pieces of that, mix it with your own shit, and you keep it going. I taught you 2 things to be true. You say it all the time. You say it more than me now.
I don't believe it.
Nah, you do sometimes. You slowly starting to like.
No, I say it, but it's not true though.
It's Friday, y'all. Friday. I don't know what's gonna happen today.
Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over to Prize Picks. Use my promo code Coach JB as well. Smitty, friends are people who know you really well and like you anyway. Contrary to belief.
The chat didn't even catch that. Like they don't know what you just said.
Nobody did. You didn't either.
Yeah.
You didn't.
No, I got it. I got it.
You got it right now. You just got it.
I've been had it. The chat doesn't even know what you just said. Like it went way over their head.
Contrary to belief, Smitty, friends are people who know you really well,
right,
and like you anyway.
That means they know all your flaws, all the wrong.
Those are real friends, though. Remember, those are friends. Then you got acquaintances, you got partners, and then you got homies.
I got 5 to 7 friends.
I got 2 to 3, maybe.
I got hella acquaintances though.
Spell hella.
HELLA.
That's in the dictionary. I can find it.
The Urban Dictionary, yes.
No, it's not. Anyway, it's not Tupac's Cal Ebonics class, homie.
Hey, I saw somebody is in Naptown watching the show. Let me find his name real. I just saw it. Damn, I might have missed it. We got too many people in the chat doing comments.
Boat out, Smitty. I got the boat out yesterday. Had to drive it on the lake, make sure it was all right. Now it's sitting in front of the house right now. I got to get it back in the water. I'm not. It's right. I mean, I'm knock on wood. I guess I don't know.
Is it fixed, homie? What the hell you just say? Is it fixed?
I don't know. Ask me no question, homie. I'll tell you no lie. But listen, I'm outside because I was like, Ash was barking at something. And I'm like, I'm cooking a little steak for the AE. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And so I look up and it's like blurry. Like it wasn't a star. It's not. And fuck for the goddamn. First of all, I'm not the R word. Okay. I'm not slow. If anyone in this room thinks that's the moon, then you are the R word. And the moon is due east from here behind me. By the way, I'm giving you context. I'm trying to show frame and scale. I'm trying to give everybody scale. If you notice, I'm going from my boat to the sky, right? I'm giving you the tree line. You seen a star that low to the ground, you fucking idiots? Have you ever seen a star hover above the freeway? I'm dog. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Smitty, it would not focus. Like, for whatever. My eyes couldn't see it, the phone. So I'm like, I know it looks like the moon to you, Keith Smith, because everything cylindrical or round you think is food. So that's the moon. Smitty, that's the first moon I've ever seen that look like that. We have a new moon? Do we have a new moon? Smitty,
to your point, we are supposed to have a new moon, I think, starting like January, something from like January to March. I'm going to find the article and send it to you. I know
anybody in here that thinks that's the moon, I'm going to block them. I'm waiting to see. Keith Smith, tell me that's the moon again. Smitty, I don't know what it is, dog. I couldn't zoom in on it. I didn't want to be one of these weirdo fucks that do these videos that are all over the place, blurry. I'm like, look, I'm focused right in on the motherfucker, homie. It is what it is. Can you hear me talk, Bailey, at all? Let me go back to the beginning and rewind. Yeah.
All right, dog. So they told me, my neighbor told me that there's one of them drone things. You can't even zoom in on it, dog, but it's crazy. It's sitting here. It's been here for 30 minutes, and it's got like yellow, green, and red lights, and it hasn't moved.
It had Christmas lights,
one
though.
Of these weirdo fucks.
Are your voice on that?
Shit until right now. It's just sitting here, but if I zoom away, So you can see it's me. I don't do the dumb fucking AI. I have no clue how to do it.
You sound different.
That's crazy. It's just sitting there, and a plane just went by, and it didn't move. But the motherfucker's red, green, look like Christmas lights, and it looks like a star from my eye, but you can't see it on the phone. I don't understand.
So yeah, blur. Zoom it in.
Motherfucker, look at that shit. It's crazy. So I'm zoomed in on it.
Why does it have that around it? Like I can't.
I have no idea, bro.
Nothing about it.
I'm not a believer in
like
this
an
shit,
aura.
but
It's
I'm
like
seeing it. So
that's what they're saying. It's
whatever
orb
the
or
fuck it
something.
I know. I said
There's
aura.
my boat.
AURA.
Just pulled it out, and that's that thing. So I
It
don't
ain't
know
moving,
what the fuck it is.
It
It ain't
wasn't
moved
moving
though.
on me.
In 30 minutes, zoom in.
Hey, Smitty, it was there for 4 hours.
It could be like a little. I mean, it could be some aliens, bro. It could be a spaceship. And you say you saw red, green, and purple. Maybe they got some
red, green, and yellow. Red, green, and white. It was
maybe some Christmas lights on the outside.
Yeah, three lights. Yeah,
decorated they spaceship.
Yeah,
for the holiday.
Yeah, it's crazy. It didn't move though. Then it was gone. It was there for 4 hours.
Or they could just be the government, could be spying on you, homie. I mean, you say a lot of crazy stuff, you know, and you know that there's a month left for this last, you know, political group in office, and you disrespect them to the highest level. So they might be trying to go out with a bang. I don't know. So I'm just saying, like, watch your back, homie. If I was you, I'd stay in the crib.
Motherfucker said, "Be bang." What the fuck?
If I was you, I'd stay in the crib.
I'd never stay in the crib. If I knew they left a note on my door and said, if next time you come outside, you getting smoked, I'm going outside, homie. That's just how I live. I move that way. I'm not sitting in the house. Oh my God. Come on, man. You better get me. You better get me the first time, though.
Or what?
You see. Let's dive into it. Poll question, Smitty, right out the gate. What are you looking most forward to with this college football playoff?
Yeah, man. I'm looking for just intense competition throughout. I'm looking for, you know, some of those fairy tale stories. I'm looking for, you know, some underdogs. I'm looking for some underdogs like an IU to go on a nice little run and shock the world, or Boise to get a big time win. I'm looking for a team like Ohio State to potentially go through and like win this whole thing, being a lower seed, knowing that, hey, this was the old playoffs, where there's only 4 teams. Ohio State probably wouldn't even be in it because they lost last game of the season. I want to show proof that this was needed. You know, if one of the top 4 seeds wins this whole thing, it may feel like, damn, well, it ended up being like it was a waste of time, so to speak, right? Like I want one of these teams that we know if we did it the old way, right, they wouldn't have made the top 4. And I want one of them teams to at least make it to the national championship game, to where it's like showing people, hey, like, understand that teams can get hot at the right time. Understand that just because you lost, you know, a game, right, at the wrong time, or whatever the case may be, does not mean that you couldn't win the whole thing. Because like we see it all the time at the next level, right, where teams go, you know, it might be 11-6, 10-7, make a wild card, and they go on a run, they win the whole thing, and now they're the best team in the world. I think the same type of mindset and mentality can happen with this college football playoffs. College football is basically like it's the pros now, because of all the money, because of the pay for play. So let's treat it like the pros. And in the pros, you get a chance. It's not like, hey, you got to be undefeated or 1 loss to make it. No, you can have 2 losses now. You can lose maybe the last game of your season, not make the conference championship game, but still get a chance, an opportunity. And I'm just excited to see what happens. You look at these matchups, y'all. Say what y'all want. These are some good matchups, man, to watch. Like, it just truly is, man. Ohio State, Tennessee, Notre Dame, IU, man. We got Texas, Clemson, Penn State, SMU. Like, these games are going to be really good games. And we saw in the conference championship weekend a couple weeks ago how great those games were. So, like, now if anyone's negative about this or these games, they're just negative Nancy's. They're just pessimists who just want something to complain about, because the proof is in the pudding. We've seen great games like the last few weeks. Football's in a really good spot all across the board. So anybody who thinks something opposite of that is just losing their mind or just trying to do stuff for clicks. So that's my just initial take.
I don't know how to take that.
What you mean?
Trying to figure out how to take that comment.
I'm a little confused.
You said something like, anyone that disagrees is only about clicks and likes. I'm trying to figure out if that's me or not.
No, I'm just speaking in general. Like, just whoever decides to be on the opposite end of that and decides to be negative about this, to me, is doing it for clicks. Because if you look at the way football is at right now, especially the kind of back half last few weeks, the conference games, it's in a great spot. We've seen great games. So I just think anybody who comes in here and just immediately starts shitting on it, it's just they have to be doing it for clicks and likes, because there's no way their brain would actually believe what they're saying. Just anybody in general. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's good. I think it's bad.
If the shoe fits, you know the rest.
I think it's going to be horrific. That's why you're on the whole quarter screen. It looks like you're in like timeout in a little baby seat.
You're right. Like anytime, hey, matter of fact, this should be the new timeout. So let's take a little note of this, Bailey. Anytime JB gets pissed at one of my takes, and JB like, put Smitty in timeout. This is what we mean from moving forward.
Go
ahead and give your take though, Jason. You just sit.
Here's my take. That's my take, homie. This is college football. This is college fucking football. Now we got Juco that don't mean nothing. 2 more years of eligibility. We got 6-year cats in the portal. We got 7,000 in the portal. And then guess what? Smitty is going to be playing college football next year. This is what's going to be right here. This is Smitty's uncle. He's going to Clemson. He's 41 years old. He's going to be signing a scholarship to play at Juco. He played 1 year at Alabama in 1989, Smitty. He came back now because 2 years of Juco don't count. So he's going to play 2 years of Juco this year, and then he's going to go to Clemson next year.
For like 4 years.
For about 3, because he played 1 in 1989.
He still gets his COVID year, right?
I guess. I don't know. I'm over it.
Do you think he'll stay at Clemson, or do you think he'll transfer probably?
I'm over it, homie. And this is not watered down, huh? This ain't watered down. This is unbelievable, man. It's the worst mockery. I'm glad Sark came out and said what I've been saying.
What did he say?
It's crazy how great minds think alike, huh? Sark came out yesterday, I don't know, and said this whole ruling shit over Diego Pavia or whatever his name is a joke.
Diego who?
What?
No, what's his name? The quarterback name?
Pavia. You know who it is. That's what I'm saying. Have you seen? I don't know if you heard Sark say it or not, but it's like, come on, man. This shit's a joke. We don't want. Smitty, has anyone talked about the fact that we don't want to coach the same people for 7 years? I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that take. I made that take yesterday while I was driving, and TikTok wouldn't allow me to post a video. They said I was dangerous because I was driving. But anyway, that's soft as pussy. Willow.
TikTok is smart though. Like, it's crazy how it's like knows you're driving though. Like that's smart.
No, I'm saying the video they saw the car.
No, that's smart though. Is what I'm saying.
Not smart, but anyway, do we know that recruiting is about getting new bodies and learning and going through the process and helping new bodies, not the same 7,000 motherfuckers for 7 and 8 years, Smitty?
I hear you saying.
Mute your phone.
Huh?
Why wouldn't you have your phone muted during a regular show like this?
That wasn't my phone.
What was it?
It was the neighbor. Like, we got thin walls. That's why they was like trying to get me kicked out the other day. We got very thin walls.
That shit was like right on your mic. That's crazy. Like, technology is crazy. So look,
AI, all type of stuff.
I don't want to coach you for 7 years. I love you. I love
about you though.
I love you. I want to help you out. I want to get you on. But listen, son. You still haven't put it on silent?
It's not me. I don't know what that is.
How many more times?
I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm trying to.
Bailey, I don't think he's very smart. That has to be the bottom line. He can't be that smart. If he did it once, we called him out, and then he didn't hit it. He didn't hit the button, and he thought it would be over for the day. It wasn't. Nobody's gonna text me, and then the very next text came in. But anyway, Smitty, I don't want to coach you for 7 years.
It's not about you, homie.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to coach my homeboy for 7 years. We're not helping no new bodies, Smitty. Are you not macro thinking the high school recruit, how he's going to be fucked? Hold on,
homie. Hold on. Time out. You all over the place right now. You bringing up the Juco situation. That's a different conversation. We're talking about right now your thoughts on the college football playoff. You're connecting everything together to try to feed your argument.
This is my thought.
This is what you do when you don't have ammo for the actual topic at hand. You start bringing up other shit to
bring it up, baby. Bring up that thumbnail. Bring up that thumbnail. What does that say? Watering down begins tonight. I'm giving you the whole macro scale of watering down begins tonight.
I want the micro.
Watering down begins tonight, homie, because we're going to see that cat from Clemson in that picture we just showed next year in the playoffs at 37. So I'm just telling you, homie, this is a watering down system.
So what you going to say if the game tonight is 38-35, IU wins by a field goal? What you going to say?
Nah, I think Notre Dame wins big.
What are you going to say?
What?
If IU upsets Notre Dame 38-35 by field goal, what are you going to say?
That goes with this topic. Watered down, is it not? You need my prediction to make you look good, Smitty. You need Notre Dame to win, homie. Are you understanding?
I need good football. I don't care who wins. I need good football. They're both 11-1, homie. I want good football.
Do you understand? If Indiana wins tonight, football's even more watered down, and it goes to that thumbnail.
Watered down. You know why? Because you're worried about the logo on the helmet. You're worried about the team name that represents them. It's not like that no more. IUs of the world, these other teams, they have NIL collectives too, which means they're getting big time players as well. Like, just because forget the school. Forget the school. Look at the product on the field. You're so worried about the name, Boise, SMU, IU. Like, you're looking at the history of some of these schools, and you're so stuck in the world of if it's not Bama, if it ain't Georgia, if it ain't Auburn when they're on top, if it's not, you're so stuck on a list of school names. Alabama ain't the same, homie. Saban ain't there, homie. I'm just as an example. Certain schools ain't the same, homie. Things shift and things change. If IU wins, that doesn't mean it's watered down. It means it's the playoffs and anything can happen, and they're 11-1.
Have you thought of this?
No.
All right. You go to IU, you're a student. You study
business.
I was gonna say microbiology. All right, so you study business. You study business. And I'm what's his name? Kevin O'Rourke or whatever, the quarterback at Indiana. I come to class with you. We built a relationship. I know you now. We're the same class. We're juniors. Let's say we're juniors. And like, hey man, damn, I really appreciate. I like what you do. You got a chance to beat Notre Dame this weekend. Blah blah blah. We're in class, right? Doing business class. And then my AD makes a statement and says, to all the nobodies, which are this is the regular students. No disrespect to all you regular students, but to the nobodies out there that's just basic student body, right? The general pop. We'll call it Gen Pop.
Gen Pop. There you go. Gen Pop.
So all the Gen Pop, we need you to step up your games and help us pay our players. So now I go to business class with you tomorrow, Smitty, again, and we lose to Indiana. And if I'm you, Smitty, and I'm the quarterback, Rourke, I got a quarterback shirt on, hoodie on, no, you can't find this anywhere. You said, I need you to be the business guy and tell me, hey, man, what happened? You guys lost.
Hey, man, what happened? You guys lost?
Yeah, we lost, dog. We lost to Indiana. We lost to Notre Dame. Sorry, man. Couldn't get it done. But can you help pay our collectives? Because our AD is asking you guys, like, we need regular student bodies to help pay.
But you lost.
Thank you. You got it, Smitty. You figured it out, homie. So that's what's happening right now. Alabama, of all places, is doing that. Have you seen their AD ask the student fucking body for money? Can you imagine going to class in fucking regular Gen Pop and you're paying your homie next to you out of your pocket? Your financial aid or student loan money's going to them to play and then lose? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking jokes of a college football. This is a mockery. It's the most watered down fucking era we've ever seen. I'll be fucking damned if I want another peer. This is a peer of mine, Smitty, not a fucking person. It's a peer paying for me.
That's crazy. I agree to that.
That's what's happening right now,
I
homie.
agree to that.
I'm just telling you that's happening, though.
But I agree to that. I'm
Good,
with you.
because
That's
that means it's watered down.
But that don't mean the football product is watered down. Why you connecting all these dots together? Every dot every puzzle piece ain't the same size. Every key don't fit into the door handle, homie.
Think, Darnell. Think.
Damn, Jason. My eyes work. I'm still watching the product on the field, and it's still good.
The product's fucking shitty.
No, it's not. It's not, Jason. It's not.
Hey,
no.
You know, Darnell, this is what's going to happen. I'm predicting it right now on the Realest Show on Planet Earth.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to be third quarter. One of these teams is going to get beat the fuck down. It's going to be like a 40-point game. I'm just telling you right now. One of these.
Let's bet $100 right now. Let's bet $100 right now.
What game?
Tonight. Notre Dame IU.
No. I'm saying one of these games in the playoff. I'm predicting what's going to happen. I'm showing you why it's going to be watered down. One of these games is going to be a 40-point game. And in the third quarter, one of these fucking prima donna, enabled, entitled fucking punk kids is going to walk off the field and enter the portal on a Twitter, IG post, or some sort of TikTok. During the game, in the locker room, he will enter some sort of portal. I'm calling it right now. It will happen this year. This is going to happen, and then you're going to come on Monday and defend it.
What I'm saying is, Jason, is this. I don't agree with a lot of stuff. I don't agree how the portal is currently set up. I don't agree, and I don't like how the pay for play is set up. I don't like the fact that if they're asking student bodies to pay for the players, that's insane. All that's true. But to this point, when I look at college football and I watch the games and I'm watching the product, it's still really good football on the field. So all I'm saying is this: two things can be true. We can agree to not like the system.
Right?
We can agree to not like the system that's currently
in play, though, right? Hold on.
Also say that the football product is still being good. You don't like the structure and the rules that are being set up. You don't like the structure and the rules that are set up. So you're using that to cloud your judgment of what's happening on a football field. Your eyes work. Watch the football field. I don't lie.
Why are you lying right now?
I don't lie.
You're lying right now.
I don't lie.
You just said we're watching really good football.
Did you not watch the conference championship 2 weeks ago, homie? For real. No, for real. No bullshit. Did you not watch Oregon Penn State? Did you not watch? No, motherfucker. The SEC championship went to overtime, the first overtime we've seen ever. Oh. What are you talking?
15 weeks? 15 weeks I waited to watch one good game. Yay! I got my money's worth.
You saw more than one game in 15 weeks. I've been in your crib a couple of those
define
days.
Real good football, because you said really good football. Define that real quick.
Exciting. Just this you can tell it's coached well. Good offense, just good football, homie. Ain't no define it. Watch the game.
This is the worst coach era we've ever seen. We've had multiple.
I don't care. Listen, watch the game,
homie. No. You just said good coach football. We've had multiple coaches on.
Homie.
We got multiple to make our show could sound like legitimate. We've had coaches on our show all the time that said it's the worst coach football we've ever seen. So now it's the best for you.
You guys speak specifically on the quarterback position, though. I don't look at quarterback. I look at D-line play. I look at wideout play. I look at defensive back play. I look at all the other positions play, and they're still playing at a high level. The guys up front in the trenches are dog. We see some of the most athletic, some of the best, the most craziest up front play we've ever seen. The quarterback play, you could argue that is dropped because of the change of time, the different type of quarterbacks that they're trying to develop. They're not trying to develop a Peyton Manning no more. They're trying to do if you're not dual threat in today's era, like you admitted the other day, it don't work. It just is what it is. You can't be a stiff white, as you like to call it, and be successful. You don't see too many of those. So it's a changing of the game at the QB position. We need to adjust our mindsets to understand that. But outside, I'll give y'all quarterbacks. There's still 10 other positions on the football field on both on the offense side and 11 on defense that we just ignore, and I don't do that. So when I watch the game, I'm not just looking at quarterback. You do that because you're a quarterback. I get it. When I'm watching the game, I'm looking in the trenches, number one. Then I'm looking at the outside. I'm looking at everything, and I'm still seeing a top level product especially from these top teams, man. That's
oxymoron. You just said an oxymoron. You can't have top level product with bad quarterback play. quarterback play runs the world in football.
But it's not bad quarterback play. What I'm saying, it's not bad quarterback play. But I'm saying you as a QB, you look at it with a certain lens that's different than me or the common viewer. No, let me go in. You look at it from a different lens. You look at it from a lens of like, okay, his footwork was not perfect. He didn't throw the arm right. His form was at the elbow right. You look at certain details that we as common fans on that position don't give a fuck.
You know what made the game last night worth watching at all? Tell me what made the game worth watching at all last night? This shitty ass Bronco Charger game. Chargers are down 24-10.
It was back and forth. The Chargers
what made it that?
You had Justin Herbert there and wide receivers who made
what made it that? Tell me what made it that, homie.
Good defense.
Wrong. See, wrong, homie. You don't know what you're looking at. What made it wrong? What made the game good was Herbert took off. He made a play out of the pocket. He threw a ball like this on the side, and it caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That is what made the game. The quarterback made a play. The $150 million quarterback made a fucking play, and it excited everybody. Because when quarterback play is actually good, the game is good. When quarterback play is shitty as fuck like it's been all year, the game is bad, homie.
It hasn't been shitty all year, though. It hasn't been shitty all year. You're lying. It has not been shitty all year. Quinn Ewers ain't shitty. Dylan Gabriel ain't shitty. There's so many guys in this playoffs who ain't shitty. We got Heisman candidates in there. Ashton Jetty in the playoffs. We got 5-star receivers.
Nobody was watching
bro,
that
you're
game
tripping,
last
man.
night.
You're spazzing out.
Nobody was even watching that game.
If you want to be negative and don't want to watch it, you know what, JB? Don't watch it. No, don't watch it then. Don't watch these games whole weekend. Go to your damn job and go in the water.
Yeah. Smitty just refuses facts, and he defends bullshit. Bo Nix was doing this the whole game. Check down. Okay, they got deep on me. Oh, here's the back, running back. Here. Oh, here's my tight end in the flat. Boom.
Slicing and dicing.
And the ball. Here. Oh, boom. Then nobody was watching that snore fest. We were sitting there getting some head. I was like, fuck this game. And then Herbert comes out second half. Herbert comes out second half and starts chunking them, takes off, runs the football, throws a fucking sidearm touchdown, and then everybody's watching the game all of a sudden. Because quarterback play is so bad, the fucking product's shitty. And I don't know why you don't understand that concept, homie. But god damn.
Quarterback play actually is really good right now.
Not hard to grasp. Not hard to grasp.
We're talking NFL level. I've been seeing great quarterback play overall, but that's neither here nor there. Josh Allen's having a crazy season. Lamar Jackson having a crazy season. Joe Burrow having a crazy season. I like what seeing Justin Herbert, Jared Goff balling out. Names, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But at the college level, if you think the games are going to be so bad, I challenge you. Don't watch them then. Don't watch them. Because I guarantee you'll have 4 fucking games on in the Palooza, in the lounge, with games on, people over there playing poker, locked in, watching the game like it's a damn celebration, homie.
I entertain, homie. I entertain. I don't even watch the game. They're just on. What do you mean? You know there's 32 quarterbacks in the league, right?
Yeah.
All right. So just four out of 32.
There's always been 32 quarterbacks, and
I know.
And every quarterback in your era was not fucking good. Stop.
They used to all be good. Here's the thing. So 4 out of 32 is good.
He was 10 years old, homie.
4 out of 32 is great quarterback play to Smitty. All right, got it. All right, 4 quarterbacks.
I'll keep the list going on and on.
Sam Darnold, who you said was garbage. Now all of a sudden he's good. Now he's good.
Keep going, homie.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, Smitty, we got to move on.
I hate you.
Other day. TikTok, what's up? Indiana, Notre Dame.
Bro. We've been all over the place.
Indiana, Notre Dame. It's free game Friday. Indiana, Notre Dame. We got one guy that wears tight-ass pants. You see the pulse beating in his motherfucking femoral artery. The other guy we got is an old dude that T. Rich has told me some things about that's kind of a weirdo. Looks like he could pull up in a fucking cargo van and take all your kids right from the front of your elementary school. Those two are playing tonight. So these guys go at it tonight. We have Rourke, who's had, I think he has 28 touchdowns, 7 picks, versus a guy who's bounced around college football and has not been really, really great this year, to be honest. But he's limited his turnovers. They run the football with Jay Love. Notre Dame has a very, very up-and-coming, solid top 3 or 4 defense in America. Their defense has been lights out since they lost to Northern Illinois. Listen, man, I expect that team to show they have more talent than this Indiana team. I like Signetti's coach of the year, but I don't know if you can do what they do in a snow bowl in South Bend. The snow is going to be hugely affected by their play, and Indiana doesn't have a good enough O-line, in my opinion, to just run the football smash mouth right down Notre Dame's throat in a game like this. So I think this is a low-scoring affair, but it'll be I believe it'll be a dominant one, and I think Notre Dame dominates the O-line, the D-line, and that Jay Love eats tonight for big yardage because he's going to get chunk yardage in the snow. Smitty, you know how hard it is to tackle a running back full speed in the snow. The running back doesn't need to cut. He just needs to go forward. You guys on defense got to fucking backpedal, come and see the ball, hit the ball, make sure that you can try to strip the ball. I believe it's a hard task for that defense in the snow today. I got Notre Dame big.
I got IU on the upset. I actually think the snow is going to be a benefit to IU. Notre Dame overall has better talent, more athletes on the team. Weather conditions slow that down, bounces it out. Let me give you a quick example. Storyline. High school, probably my sophomore year, we're en route to state championship. We play a team called Franklin Central, and it didn't even rain the night before, but we get to their field. It's muddy, thick, sloppy, wet everywhere because they watered their field down, shitty field, to try to level the playing field, to try to slow our athletes down to where they would be given a chance to be able to, be on our same level. And it made the game nasty. We still won, but we did not look our best or play our best because of the conditions. Now, listen, 1 or 2 inches, I'm from Indiana. 1 or 2 inches not as bad as y'all think. They're going to clear that field off, so I'm not for sure how bad it's truly going to be on the actual field of play itself. But if it is a factor, I think it can affect and slow down and balance out some of the athletes there. Beyond that, beyond weather conditioning, IU just has a certain aura about them right now. I understand Notre Dame's on I want to say a 10-game winning streak after losing to NIU, but losing to NIU is still on their resume, and it is what it is. Where IU, you could say, hey, their schedule was easy peasy, but they won all the games they're supposed to win. The only loss they had was against a better Ohio State team. So we've seen one team know how to lose against a team that they're supposed to win against. The other team won all the games that they're supposed to win against. So, I'm just a believer that IU can get this done. Notre Dame has been rolling, but they don't scare me. Notre Dame isn't a team that I'm like, oh, man, they're just unbeatable. We saw a MAC team beat them. So if they come out here slacking in any type of way, they come out here, they're looking at IU thinking that they're just the little brothers. Coach Signetti on the other end going to have his team ramped up, fired up. This is going to be the game of their lives, and I think IU is going to shock the world and beat Notre Dame tonight.
I didn't hear anything you said.
It was for all my fans in the chat, man. Shout out to Big Rube. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Josh Serum. Shout out to Tall Texan 927 Abel.
Your mic wasn't working the whole time.
Hate you, Jason.
Merry Christmas. Here's the thing. I got Notre Dame big. So we're going to dive into that later in a little betting segment we do with all the games, Smitty. But I think Notre Dame controls the clock, controls the line of scrimmage.
Bet right now, $100 right now.
$100?
Yeah, live on the show.
I'm down.
All right, bet good.
$100, really? You really? That's crazy. I'm all game. I'm all for it. I might bet that 100 on another game.
I don't know why you so excited, homie.
I mean, because I know for a fact Notre Dame's going to win.
Nah, it's not a fact, homie. It's
like you
opinion,
and Matt. Like you and Matt say. Like you and Matt say. Facts.
I've said a lot of facts on this show.
Not
and
really.
Matt has too. Matt told you who's going to be Heisman 2 years ago. You didn't believe it.
All right, well, politics played a role in that. So let's dive into the next thing, Smitty. You got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, man, we just gave our breakdown. We gave our predictions, Bailey. So I think we got to go back. I mean, we kind of dove into the game a little bit, but let's dive into a little bit more, man. Thursday night game, Chargers take out Broncos, high scoring Thursday night football matchup. Coach JB, I'm gonna ask you specifically though, what's your thoughts on that the rare fair catch free kick that resulted in a Cameron Dicker 57-yard field goal for the Chargers? That was it was the first free kick field goal since 1976. I know you were 10 years old. I think I want to say 76. So you probably had a chance to witness that. So I mean, you haven't seen it since you were a kid. What's your reaction to this?
Well, I was born in 76.
Oh, my fault. I was born in 66.
FYI. Well, we saw this in high school. We had the coach that did it, that made national news on our show last year that did it, if you remember. Remember that?
Yep.
This is what it was right here. Same thing. They did it. They made the field goal.
You played the game, Bailey?
What?
No, keep going.
No, I want to watch it.
Okay. If the kicking team interfered with a receiver who is sitting for a fair catch, the receiving team will have the option to extend the period by attempting a fair catch kick or by a snap from scrimmage after the enforcement of any applicable penalties. That's pretty big. That's pretty big, man. That's pretty big.
So you know that this is what we're talking about on this game last night.
At that moment, we were, yeah.
I'm saying this was like the most exciting part of the game right here.
The most exciting part of the game was the fact that the Chargers were down, if you remembered, and they came back. Herbert made some big plays.
How's that exciting? How's that exciting?
Herbert made some big plays to get some scores. They got some big time stops on defense to make sure that they kept the game close. And if you really watch football, you're not a casual fan, Jason, then you appreciated that game.
Yeah. This was great. This is the greatest play of the game, and we're breaking that down on this show today of a fucking free kick.
You and Bailey wanted to put it on there. All I'm saying is this.
No, I want it on there.
This was a playoff game, basically. In essence,
a free kick, and you think football's good, homie.
Two teams trying to secure a wild card spot. And this right here was a big game. So, I mean, this was a moment in the game that was big. We haven't seen it since you were 10 years old. So I figured it's something that you would be excited about, man. You know, it played a big role in this game at that moment and kind of got momentum going. And hey, that's what it is.
Ooh, fuck. Well, great, exciting game. Exciting game, man. We saw a free kick. We saw that. It's kind of like we got to see that. We got to see our boy Cisco lose on a kick sideways in a high school game. And we saw our boy last year. Maybe football's just watered down. I don't know, but maybe we're looking for things. We're having to reach and find shit. Like Bailey's over there, like finding all kind of crazy shit to make the show entertaining because football's so shitty.
You're just so negative, man. Like you're the type of guy that we gotta be friends from a distance. Like I couldn't really hang with you on a regular. Because your negative energy would just rub off on me and like negative shit would happen to me. And I wouldn't be able, like, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. You're negative as fuck. Like you're not a master fucking motivator. You're a master pessimist. You probably told your team, hey, we're gonna lose this game, fellas. I'm tell you straight up. This team's better than us. Go out there, play hard, you know, put some nice film on tape and see what happens. But you're gonna lose this game.
I did say that. I have said that.
Bro.
I have said that, homie, because it's real life. Like, hey, we're gonna get our ass whipped today, but I need you guys to play hard, homie. Like, what do you mean, homie? Yeah. Hey, guys, let's go out. We're playing modern day today, and we got 31 players on varsity, but we're gonna have a real shot. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stop lying to yourself, homie.
Jason.
Hey, now listen, this is what I told him about. I said, listen,
you did.
Go play your fucking ass off. You're gonna get in the fourth quarter, you're gonna look up and you're gonna be down a lot. Understand that's going to build character for the next week. Because this game is fucked.
You could be down what?
A lot. Shit, homie. I'm fucking. I mean, it's fact, homie. Smitty want to go in there. All right, guys. Listen, guys. We got a real shot at this. All right, play your ass off and get us that. Two things can be true. We could be down a lot, but still in the game.
Hey, that's what NIU football head coach said. That's what my guy Thomas Hammock told NIU earlier. He said, you got a shot, man. You go out here, you play hard, you run the ball hard, you play physical, you got a shot at winning this game.
Two things can't be true. We can be getting blown up, but we're still in the motherfucker.
Jason, ain't no way in hell you went into this locker room and said, hey, y'all,
that's how Smitty, that's how optimistic Smitty is. Hey, man, we'll be down 50, but fuck, we're still in it. You have a shot. You got, what does the common coach say? I love it. The whistle ain't, the horn ain't sounded yet in the fourth quarter. You're only down 70.
Jason, ain't no way in hell you really went to the locker room and told your team that they gonna lose this game. Ain't no way you've ever said that. I cannot believe that.
TJ, you in here? Please tell him.
I want him to call in. No, there's no way you said, no way you went like, hey, fellas, we're gonna get our ass beats today.
Yeah, I did. I was building a program. I said, hey, man, to be the best, you got to beat the best. We're going to get our fucking ass stomped tonight. And you're going to understand how it is to be on that side of the football. That was my speech, homie. And we played hard to the butt. Hey, we played hard. And shit, I'm just telling you. Hey, so hold on. Two things can't be true. Antonio Pierce has the Raiders playing hard every game. If you watch the Raiders, they play hard every game. They haven't quit. They play hard every game. AP has got them bought in to play hard every game. They're just shitty. They're just outmanned, outmatched. They have zero weapons on offense. They have no QB. They lost their best pass rusher. They're outnumbered every game. He has them playing hard though. Same thing.
They don't play hard. Listen, man, but forget all that, man. We got to take a quick little moment to shout out my homie, my friend, who's built up a great brand for himself. Juco Frenzy has reached 100,000 followers on X, man. Clap it up at the clapping sound real quick, man, in the background. Juco Frenzy, 100,000 on X is a big, big deal. Shout out to you, man. Continue to build that program up, man. Always showing us love, and we appreciate you, man, and we love this, man. The only way is up. So, JB, any thoughts on this?
Hell yeah. I just retweeted it.
That's family right there. That's family. So let's move on to our next topic though before we go to this first 5-minute commercial break.
He blew up from that Juco eligibility post.
Yeah, you're a bad boy. So
he was the first one. Everyone was retweeting. I saw him on Facebook. I saw him everywhere with that shit.
That's how you do it, man. You break news, man. You end up being everywhere. Change your life. All it takes one tweet to change your life, man. So.
Hey, can we show the Sark take since we didn't get to show it? Can we show the Sark take on the ruling that we just mentioned?
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see his thing.
Juco Frenzy just posted and broke news, and then Sark talked about it after I did. Here we go.
Diego Pavia getting the extra year now after essentially having his Juco years not count. I'm curious for your thoughts on that, not necessarily as a head coach having to manage a roster, but as a former junior college athlete yourself who, played 2 years there and then only got 2 years at the NCAA level at BYU.
Yeah, I totally disagree with the NCAA's determination on this. We chose to go to junior college football, and that's where we wanted to start and play our career. So I don't understand it at all. We're going to have guys 28, 29 years old playing college football. Like, what's the point, man? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I totally disagree with it.
Devil's advocate, haven't we always had a handful of 28, 29-year-olds playing college football?
No.
We haven't? Okay.
We've had one guy, Chris Winkie. We had a couple guys in BYU Mormon. Stop, Smitty. Stop. You're trying to make it the norm. You're trying to make it the norm now. You want it to be the norm now. That's the norm now.
We've had more than Chris Winkie. We've had military guys. We had who's the other quarterback? Oklahoma State, I want to say.
Whedon.
Nope.
You're really going to Brandon Whedon. You're really going to. I know everything of all things. Just so
I asked you. That's why I asked you.
I'm going to be clear though. You're really trying to pick out four guys.
What's my middle name?
You're trying to pick out four guys in 100 years.
You know that. You ain't know that.
You want four guys in 100 years? That's who you're going to find? This shit is unbelievable.
Think about all the players that you got qualified that was that.
Can you move in my house? Can you move in with me?
No.
I'm begging you.
Why?
Because your defense mechanisms will be unbelievably, they'll deter the alien orbs away from my house. Because you got an all-time defense. You defend everything. You're the defender of all things. I need Big Smitty to defend my house
look at
an all-time high. What? I can't see it. I got my phone in front of the TV.
My brother Spider 45 says Smitty is awful. Shaking his
head. Who?
Spider 45. He says Smitty is awful.
He a member?
Nope. We got NFL logo too. No face.
That's on you and Bailey, homie.
I'm about to block him.
Don't block anybody without me.
I'm blocking. I'm not going right now. Nah.
You don't even do that no more. You don't even do that no more. You don't even block somebody no more. The show's gone downhill since you missed like 4 weeks and then come back 2 weeks late. Shit goes out. Internet goes out. The shit's gone downhill. We don't block anybody anymore.
It's on you.
We don't block him no more. You don't block any of these motherfuckers. Like I can't wait for
our producer says stop blocking people because he thinks it affects numbers and this, you know what I mean. So he don't like when we block people.
Make sure you pound the like, subscribe. We got Big Matt joining us here right after this commercial. I'm going to give me some coffee. We got Shaun King. We're going to do a betting segment later on. We're going to get all NFL games in for you guys. We got some college football. We got all kind of things still to discuss. And can't wait to dive into it. Plus, the alien orbs are real. They're right over us. They're watching us. So make sure that what you do it carefully because the aliens... The green-eyed bandits.
What was that old show y'all used to come on right after the Simpsons went off? And it was
I never watched Simpsons in my life.
It had the real scary intro, y'all, with the aliens and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Twilight Zone?
Huh?
Twilight Zone?
Nah, Twilight Zone. It's old school, y'all. Like in 2002, when the Simpsons would go off on Fox, it would be the next show that would come on right after.
I never watched Fox. I don't.
X-Files. Thank you, Nate. X-Files, homie. Can we get the intro song when we come back? I want to put the intro song for like 5 seconds. I don't want to get flagged, babe. But if we can find the X-Files song for 5 seconds, I'm telling y'all, when I see this video that JB's posting, I think about the X-Files song. It's the scariest song in show history. I would literally, as a kid, I would run out the bedroom every time I come on.
That's not at all. It's not even scarier than Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay. All right. Watch. Chat know what I'm talking about.
We'll be back with Matt McChesney right after this. Pound that like, subscribe, and go on to my other channel right now. And everybody pound the like on that channel right now and subscribe. Everybody right here, right now, go to that channel. It's live and subscribe today. We need 1,000 subscribers. We only got 500. We had 500 for the last fucking 3 days. Can we get 1,000 in there so I can go live this weekend and during the football palooza?
You need to post some crazy stuff over there, Jason. You ain't posting nothing. You being lazy.
All right, now tell your fan base to go over to that channel and fucking subscribe today so I can go live from the palooza this weekend.
All right, I got you. All the brothers and sisters and Naptown supporters, please, for me, not for Jason, go to our other channels as well and just hit subscribe. You ain't got to do nothing else. Just hit subscribe. Come right back. We'll be back at 5.
What up, man? This is a proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, and it is First Round Performance.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to firstroundperformance.com. We got the merch, the gear. They are top-notch company.
High quality, JB. All about the quality here. Workout gear, exclusive gear. What's that right there, JB?
By the way, nobody else in the country or the world has this short right here. You can put this short on. It helps your back. It helps your hamstrings, helps your quads as you work out.
What?
You can wear these right underneath your workout shorts or what have you. It's kind of like a girdle, but very, very comfortable. Shorts Against Syndrome. It's SAFS. Go head on over there and check it out. First Round Performance.
JB, they got workout bands. They got ankle weights.
What's this?
What's in that box?
Kind of good.
It's our first time seeing this.
What's this?
I'm nervous. What's that?
A 40-yard dash, electric timer. You can go get your workout on with the light and the strobe, the whole deal. Firstroundperformance.com.
Oh, you just turned it on, JB.
Bam.
You want that smoke?
Go check it out.
I know you ain't trying to race me, JB.
I might race Smitty and smoke him.
You ain't trying to race me. You scared of that life.
Yeah, this is real deal. You guys got to go check it out. Firstroundperformance.com. Head on over there. Proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show.
This is nice, JB.
With Big Smitty. And
all this is mine, right?
Hell yeah. Listen, their premium gear, including the revolutionary SAFS shorts I just showed you, are expertly designed by a leading orthopedic surgeon to align your hips and relieve your pain. It is trusted by athletes and active individuals alike, whether you are pushing your limits with their high-quality resistance bands, as Smitty just showed you, or boosting recovery with the powerful dual-spectrum red light therapy devices that I just showed you. First Round Performance delivers the tools needed to stay at the top of your game. Whether aiming for peak performance or simply wanting to live pain-free, they've got you covered. Visit firstroundperformance.com or shop on Amazon today. They just launched their AmazonStore.com, their Amazon store. This is out there, First Round Performance on Amazon. And so go help them out and grab some performance gear today. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes, sir.
Go First Round.
Go First Round, baby.
The promo code will be Coach JB. So check that out and head on over there today.
Get right, baby. First Round, the highest quality.
First round performance. Go get you some merch.
Ooh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt, JB.
Peace.
Your friends, Steve, Mina Kimes and Kay Adams are being eyed for Netflix's Christmas doubleheader. I think you guys you guys might have talked about this on your show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, look, my view is this. Kay Adams is the host. Adams is okay. I like her. She all right. Mina, if she's the one that's going to be the analyst.
I like how Steve does. Okay, Adam.
I mean, okay. Not okay. Not all right. I mean, what's next for Mina? Is she going to be the head coach of the NFL? Or are they going to make her the JJ Redick?
I believe you and Whitlock had a take on this. I think we got a. Is there a video or something? I think we got a video.
The NFL has an Xmas package. I think 2 shows on Netflix, and the Crouching Tigers have a role. It appears in this NFL show or studio show. Mina Kimes is being eyed, and Kay Adams are being eyed for the NFL Xmas shows on.
Hey, Steve, what does this mean? Because I saw the tape. What does this mean, that Xmas show?
No, Netflix got the rights to Christmas Day football. So they're going to be showing a couple of games, which means certain teams are going to be playing like 3 games in 15 days. Because you know why? We're about player safety. But anyway, so that's why. And so that's why they need some studio hosts. Now, look, Kay Adams as the point guard is fine. I like her. Yes. Mina Kimes as the quote-unquote football analyst. Okay, you're going to tell me how many times the percentage of a first down run against, 4-3 under with 21 pro. Okay, well, I could read a doggone graph. Just saying.
Whitlock, do not have me on about this.
No, you need to be on. You
don't want me on about this one. I swear to God. You know what I might do?
Oh, man.
I might have a live show.
An alternate stream, the Coach JB cast.
Why she's doing it. I mean, I might have to do it. Smitty. You and I, Smitty, both of us. And you're going to have to give real takes on how bad she is.
Live stream on Christmas.
Yeah, on Christmas. Yes, sir, indeed. We are back in the building. I love the fanboys on social media. If you talk about one player from somebody's fan base, you're a racist, you're a nobody, you're a fan. It's fucking unbelievable. It's comical. It is absolute comical. Am I doing the JV cast? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Bailey. Why are you smiling, homie?
Am I freezing up?
No.
All right, bet. Why can't I smile, homie?
Looks weird. We don't smile on the show. It's a pessimistic show.
Nah, you're a pessimist. I'm not a pessimist, homie. You're not going to change me. I'm going to be me regardless. I know somebody who's going to always be themselves regardless is our next guest, our weekly guest, man, a friend of the show, man, a man of the trenches, 6-year NFL veteran, offensive and defensive lineman, Colorado alum, host of 0 to 60 on YouTube, 60 Academy, 60 Equipment, everything 60. The one and only Big Matt McChesney is locked in and ready to go. What's going on, my guy?
Morning, boys. What's happening?
What up, Matt?
Friday, homie. We good. JB, man. Why you lighting up a cigar right now, homie?
Because it's Friday, homie.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt. See, somebody gets it. Somebody fucking gets
I'm concerned for his health, though, man. He smokes 13 sticks a day. That's not healthy, right?
Smitty. Who gives a shit?
Fuck it. If he dies,
not that I don't care about his health. It's like people always say to me, like, aren't you concerned how you're going to feel when you're 80? And I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't making 80. You out of your mind?
Look at that. God damn.
Easy.
So,
80
man,
years old.
time out,
You actually
time
think I'm gonna make 80?
So
Give
you're
me a
I'm gonna
break.
burn my face.
You've
I'm
already
gonna burn my
told, you've
face
already
off.
like decided you're not making that.
Well, I'm 40. I'm 43, and I take pretty good care of myself. I don't drink. I smoke like a chimney, but just California sober.
That's all I drink.
But I've been over 300 pounds for ever, since I was fucking in high school.
Out the womb.
I don't see how it's going to work out in a positive. I like ice cream and cheese. And I really don't if I get sick, I'm not trying to go do all that shit. I'll just fade away, homie. Is it better to burn out or fade away?
Sorry, last question. I'm gonna move on. So if you have to guess in age, like your last year on this earth, what
I would say 65, maybe.
Hold on. So we got fucking 22 more years with you. That's it.
Yeah, or 64, just so I can be 21. Can you do something for me?
Hey, Will, let's not count the years. Let's make the years count.
Hey, how long are you
Let's get straight to it, man.
Let's
Deion Sanders.
let's play the game, homie. How long are you gonna live till?
I'm 31 now. I've had high blood pressure for a while. I've been around 260 in that range for quite some time. High blood pressure.
You're only 31, dog.
I'm black.
Do you remember 31, JB? That was some little kid shit.
I'm gonna say 72. I'm gonna give myself
72. Good. That's good. That's good. Go out all gray with some grandbabies on your lap.
I'm gonna look good, black and gray too. That salt and pepper. I'm gonna look fire.
Little salt and pepper. Yeah,
I can't wait.
Black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Come on now.
When you're 72, I will be 90.
Dead.
Oh God, you'll be dead.
I'll be alive, homie. I'll be smoking a stick right over Smitty's fucking casket.
So you'll be at my funeral.
You're a real one. 90 years old. Out there in a wheelchair, the fucking transfer portal, ruined sport, motherfucker.
I'm gonna outlive everybody, homie. I'm telling you.
Hey, Jason's gonna be at my funeral. He gonna talk shit the whole funeral. He ain't going
all Smitty did was jump in the life transfer portal. That fucking pussy.
This positive fucker died before me.
Stay consistent with what you preach. You said
I guess
you like
two
to
things
hear
can't
stay
be
here
true,
and work.
homie. You can be young and die. I'm like, damn, bro.
Let me give you a eulogy, homie.
My eulogy? You gonna get my eulogy?
What?
Eulogies are hard. I will say that. I've done a couple of them in my life.
I haven't done one yet. I'm kind of nervous about it.
I've done a couple. I've had the whole place balling, homie.
Oh yeah, everybody crying like baby. I'm up there crying like a baby. Shit, yeah.
Man, this motherfucker Jason, he look at it like he won a trophy for the shit. He's I had the whole place.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just
it ain't no club, JB.
They're not crying. You're doing something wrong.
You wrote it, homie.
Hey, Matt, off the top too. I wasn't fucking Robert Saleh out here with a crow and an eagle book and reading the fucking the crow ate the eagle and the eagle came down. No, I didn't do Robert Saleh, homie. I did.
Jason, look, Jason. Keith Smith. He said, "No way, JB makes it past 60."
Now, Matt, please look at this guy's body.
I'm being right.
Tell me that this guy lives.
Well, he knows. He knows, bro, you would know.
This guy's nipples literally touch his kneecaps, and he's talking to me.
Damn, dog, nipples and kneecaps. That's usually reserved for AEs, but
That's
like a new either an album or a song. Nibbles and kneecaps.
Nipples and kneecaps.
You know what? I use that model, by the way.
Nipples and kneecaps. Nick, go hit the circuit breaker. Fuck, dog.
Hey, that's so that, we just witnessed. Everyone be out there real quick. That's white trash, white trailer park. Then you got hood. Then you got white upper scale. Matt just did some white trailer park shit live. Go hit the trailer, son. Go hit the goddamn.
I grew up in a fucking trailer, bro. And this is not, so fucking. I don't know why the circuit breaker doesn't work here sometimes, but
JB, he got dip in his mouth and everything too.
Hey, you think it was aliens?
I hope so. If it is aliens, will they please just invade?
I saw one last night over my house.
No, it's number 7.
Matt, speaking of aliens, did you ever turn the TV off when fucking X-Files came on? You know X-Files? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I never watched it.
Matt, I was at my house last night, Matt. I took this, Matt.
You got an orb?
Yes, I did that.
It's sitting
Live.
here. It's been here for 30 minutes. and it's
Oh,
got
nice.
yellow, green, and red lights, and it hasn't moved.
This is Jason's voice. You sound crazy.
So I'm not one of these weirdo fucks. I ain't seen shit until right now.
The one that's fucking.
It's just sitting here, but if I zoom away.
Never mind, dude. If you can't figure it out, I'll do it when I get off, motherfucker.
The generation, Smitty. I gotta go do it now. See, I gotta go fix your fucking tire and change your oil, Smitty. But
So
guess what?
if it is aliens, that'd be cool, man. And then everybody can start hating the aliens and stop hating each other.
We'll all come together.
I have a theory, Matt. I have a theory.
Yeah, that's the way we get out of this. Is they invade, we all come together like Independence Day and fuck up the aliens, and then we can go back to hating each other afterwards.
Can we go back to nipples and kneecaps?
Absolutely, whatever you want.
That's my aiming point, Matt, if you will. If we're talking coaching points. So I want to get nipples to kneecaps when they're bent over. That's the actual aiming point. I want to get the kneecaps to her nipple, and then that gives me that arch and that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. It's like you just fold the fold job. That's what we call it.
It is, yeah. It's like a suitcase.
Exactly.
JB is when he's getting AE.
That bitch folds like a suitcase. This is correct. Yes.
Be true.
If she folds like a suitcase, you're probably going to have yourself a good evening.
Yes. Yes.
Look,
very
Jazzy loves it.
Yes.
She loves that. All right.
Hey, so Smitty,
the jackhammer.
Hey, can I get back to the alien thing real quick? Back to the alien thing, Matt. What if they are looking over us because we're about to have this nuclear war or some shit, and they're like, no. We're because they seem to be over every single nuclear plant. And what if they're just protecting us? What if they're good friends of ours? What if their aliens are here to help us? Would you be happy or mad?
I just want to know. I don't know what I'd be. I'm not scared of it. I don't give.
Matt wants us to fight the aliens, homie. I want to be friends. Matt wants us to have a fight with aliens.
Matt want to die.
If one of these flew over my house, I would probably bust caps at it. I'm not gonna lie.
It wouldn't even affect them, homie. Aliens got weapons that we ain't never saw before.
Aliens and weapons, yeah. Hey, what are you doing out there? Trying to dismantle a fucking bomb?
Leave him alone, Matt. He's trying to figure it out.
I'm not leaving him alone. We coach all day around this motherfucker, all right?
Hey, Matt, what if the aliens
this is what I do with the aliens. I would sit them down and we would roll the fattest fatty on earth. And I'd be like, yo, welcome to the fucking world, homie. Let's chill. Don't fuck each other up too bad, okay? Cool.
And the alien be like, yeah, why?
And then if they were like, I don't smoke, I'd be like, okay, fuck these dudes up.
Hey, Matt, what if an alien really has your son right now, and that's why he can't do the fucking
Well,
circuit.
then he should fight harder and not get abducted.
Why would you even put that in the atmosphere, Jason?
I'm just no, it's okay. It's fine. You know what I tell them? I'm like, other parents are like, it's stranger danger. And I'm like, if anybody ever tries to grab you, grab their balls as hard as you can and rip them off and stick them down their fucking throat and start beating the shit out of him on the spot. I don't care if he's bigger than you than not. You're right at the right level. Reach up there, grab his balls, rip them off, stick them down his fucking throat and say, wrong kid, bitch. And that's just the McChesney way.
Hey, Smitty, I'm gonna be honest. If I find one, if there's one around here, hey, Matt, hey, Smitty, if there's
Jason ain't never seen that movie before. You don't know what we talking about.
That's fucking Blue Streak, homie. That's one of my favorite movies. You don't know about Blue Streak. Smitty don't even know what it is, Matt.
Anyway,
hey,
Jason, keep going.
Hey, Darnell, listen to this. What if I'm the first one to get an alien on the show?
You be a bad motherfucker. You blow it up.
That would be fucking dope.
We blow it up, homie, for real.
You blow up bigger than Rogan.
I'm gonna try to find
bitch.
If I can, I'm gonna try to shoot this orb down and bring him over to the house. If I can fucking see what it is, homie, I'm gonna have him on the show. Literally, he'll be tied up right here on the show, like shut the fuck up, bitch. And I can have him on the show.
Yeah, Jason. Let's talk offline about that. Let's talk offline about that because that's smart as hell. All right, first topic for real this time. All right, Deion Sanders says that Shedeur will 100% be the number one pick in the draft. Huh?
We got sports to talk about now.
Yeah, we do. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, says that Shedeur will 100% be the number one pick in the draft and says the Giants will not give up the number one pick if they lose out. It's a video, I think. Bailey, go ahead and play it.
The Giants are not giving up that pick.
Giants pick number one.
I know that
number one pick.
Shedeur is going to be the number one pick.
If the Giants are the number one pick, who's the number one pick, Pop?
Shedeur is going to be the number one pick.
All right, so Raiders go number two. Who's the number two pick?
Cam Ward.
See, that's when the game starts to play. That's when you start playing the game. That's when
the
Raiders could go with Cam.
I would take Travis Hunter.
So basically, he's saying Shedeur going to New York, right? I mean,
so look. I think that if it ends up New York 1, Raiders 2, this is what I think could happen. I think Shedeur definitely goes number one, regardless. If the Raiders are 1, he definitely is going number 1. If the Giants are 1, he's going number 1. You can't pass up on generational talent. The Giants have never had a black quarterback until Tyrod Taylor last year. That's one stiff-ass, stick-in-the-ass organization. It's time for them to loosen up a little bit. I personally hope he goes to the Raiders a little bit. I pray to God he goes to the Raiders so we can get a quarterback division with Mahomes, Sanders, Herbert, and Nix for the next 10 years. Playing each other on rotate is going to be awesome. That game last night between those two Oregon quarterbacks was pretty good. Other than a couple of calls, it was a pretty entertaining game. Now, all that said, if it does end up Giants-Raiders, if I were the Raiders, I would do everything humanly possible to either trade for J.J. McCarthy or sign Sam Darnold, whichever one the Vikings don't do, and then draft Travis Hunter. Because then you've got Travis in Vegas. He's inside. It's the entertainment capital of the world. Hopefully they keep AP around for one more year because this year is definitely not his fault. They don't have players. You build around Bowers. You got Hunter. You go get Sam Darnold. You try and find a back in the draft and actually keep them. Losing Josh Jacobs was remedial. Crosby comes back healthy. I think Travis and I think Antonio Pierce and that organization would absolutely play Travis both ways and take advantage of that asset that they have. So I think you could see the Buffs getting the first and second players drafted. And then, and then the rest of the quarterbacks fall where they fall. If I'm Shedeur and Travis, there is no, I'm sorry, but this is the underwear Olympic time of year where every kid gets conned by an agent to think that they need to go run that 40 and that'll get you into camp. And I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy. Your tape gets you into camp. If I'm Shedeur and Travis, all I'm doing is working out. I'm not doing pro day. I'm not doing the combine. I'm not throwing. I ain't doing shit. You already know I'm the first pick. You already know Travis Hunter can play. Let's go. Let's set the table, pay this man, draft this man, and roll. So I think if the Raiders pick first and the Giants pick second now, I think the Raiders definitely take Shedeur, but I don't think the Giants would take Travis Hunter. And I don't really want them to because I don't want Travis playing on that fucked up turf every week and getting hurt. So I think then if that's the case, then I think Jacksonville, the third pick, if they're still there, I think that would be a great fit for Travis also because that franchise, he gets to go home to Florida. That franchise is dying for a superstar. That I like the kid from LSU they drafted at receiver. He's a good player. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence isn't all soft brain like Tua now. So we'll see what happens with him moving forward. But there's a world here where, the Buffs could have the first and second pick in the NFL draft. Who would have thought that shit 2 years ago? Other than me, of course.
That'd be the first time it's happened since I want to say 2000 when I want to say Courtney Brown and LeVar Arrington, I believe, both went 1 and 2 from Penn State.
They went. I think Courtney Brown and LeVar went. Didn't they go 2 and 3?
2 and 3?
I don't remember.
Maybe
I remember in 05, Ronnie and Cadillac went 3 and 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, but did I hear you right?
Ronnie went to Miami and Cadillac went to Tampa.
Did I hear you right, though? Did you say Travis would play both ways for the Raiders?
I think he would have a better opportunity to play in Vegas both ways for AP and an open-minded organization than he would for the Mara family in New York.
But why would you want him to do that?
Oh, because I want to see generational greatness. It would be like telling Shohei that he can only pitch.
Yeah, but
Right,
it's
right,
not
right.
the same. Come on, man. You know damn well he can't play both
You're
ways.
right. It's not the same. That's why I want to see it.
He'll never play after year one if he plays both ways.
Jason, let's just give him a chance and let's see if he can do it. If he can't do it, then cool, we'll learn quick. But
why would you even try it, dog? We gotta stop with this nonsense.
Why we tried in college?
Why would you try to do that to that young man in the NFL? Why?
I'm not trying to do shit. He's the one that wants to play both ways, and he's the one that's mandating it, and he's the one that seems he can do it. And all I heard was he couldn't do it in college, and he ended up winning the fucking Heisman. So all I'm saying is,
here and there, I get it.
Okay, well, that's fine. People can say what they want. He is routinely and constantly making people eat crow. So we'll serve up some more in a year from now when he's the rookie of the year. All I'm saying is, if he does go to Vegas, he has a better chance to do it inside, controlled atmosphere on good turf. They don't have any playmakers at receiver. They don't have any playmakers in the secondary. You know, like if he goes to the Giants and he gets paired up next to Malik Neighbors, maybe they don't need him to play both ways. But he said, "Don't draft me unless you're going to let me go out there and do what I do." I don't see the point in telling Shohei Ohtani that he can't play both ways. I don't see the why. Like I don't see the point in telling Travis Hunter he can't do it until you prove to me you can't do it. When you prove to me it can't be done, then we'll be a one-way player. But to act like he can't
doesn't get hit.
Hey, Aaron, Deion Sanders played two professional sports at the same time. We thought that was crazy, but it happened.
Yeah, not both ways though. Hey, here's the thing. I want to clarify though. I know I can see packages being put in his way. I can see packages.
Well, that's playing both ways. I'm not saying he goes out and plays every fucking snap.
Yeah, but that's out. That's why I want to clarify because it sounded like you were going to say he has a chance to start at both sides of the football. I'm like that.
He could start at both sides of the ball and still be in package.
I don't think it would. I don't think it helps. That kid.
Regardless if he starts or goes in on the second play, what difference does it fucking make? Like, if he goes to the Raiders, he will start on both sides of the ball, and then he'll play a lot of defense, and they'll rotate him out, and they'll play a lot of offense and packages and trick plays and bullshit, and they'll rotate him out. I don't know any receivers that play every snap. They're all, every 2 or 3 plays, just Jordan Jefferson's walking off the field and tapping his helmet and letting another guy rotate in for a play, and then he goes back in.
Yeah, but
so I'm not saying he's going to play 150 snaps every.
He don't go over and fucking cover Stephon Diggs on the next series.
He can't either.
That's what I'm saying.
But he can't do it either.
You wouldn't do that in Pam. You wouldn't do that in
Pam. Why is it that everybody seems to think that this guy can't do this, but they've never seen it, and everyone's expert fucking opinion is he can't?
Jason, real quick, serious note. Explain why it's not smart. Like seriously, I want to hear your opinion.
Me?
Why?
Yeah, yes.
Well, you said you want to see an anomaly play. Well, let's make him play then and see him play for a longer period than fucking 1 year. You want this guy to go out here and end his career in one fucking year?
So when Deion was in packages offensively and playing both ways and returning punts, he only played for a year.
But you're not saying packages, homie. You're acting as if this guy's going to play both ways.
Is that not what I literally just fucking said? I said I don't expect him to play 100
every single play.
Yes, I said.
I'll reiterate again. Allow me to retort. I literally just said I don't see him playing every single play on both sides, but I could see him starting on both sides of the ball if he goes to the Raiders or Jacksonville or something like that. And I think they'll have a ton of packages for him on offense, and he'll play a lot of defense. I wouldn't be surprised if he returns kicks. You got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. You can't be afraid that he's going to get hurt or something bad's going to happen. I mean, give me a fucking break. He can get hurt playing one way and probably will, everyone. So I need everybody to stop with this, the generational talent that everybody's piling on right now because he shouldn't have won the Heisman, all that stupid bullshit. Now he can't do it after he's showing everybody for 2 years that he does do it? What the fuck are you talking about?
You got
as a guy who played both ways in the NFL, you're overthinking this shit.
Yeah,
the Chargers had a fullback last night that played like 50 snaps on offense and like 30 snaps on defense. Anybody talking about him getting all beat? He's in the trench and he can do both ways.
Smith, come on, man.
Come on, man. Football players play football. Stop with all this soft bullshit talk about he's going to get hurt, so we can't fucking put him out there, and you're not going to see generational talent. I'm not buying that shit.
I can see Travis doing like 15 to 20 snaps.
Hold on, though.
30 plays on offense, and like you know what I'm saying. Like that's not that unbelievable.
Hold on, though. You talking about soft shit, but you were advocating that the kid don't even fucking practice. Now it's soft that I don't think he can play both ways in the NFL. So do you want him? Is he going to practice in the NFL too?
What are you talking? Who said he doesn't practice?
Come on, me or Matt?
Talking about dog?
Matt on this show said that he shouldn't practice the day that he got hurt during the season this year. And I
when he got hurt in the game, he probably shouldn't practice the next week. So you're using that against me 8 weeks ago? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, we had a discussion, homie. Like, you seem to forget the conversations we had. You said he shouldn't practice.
I didn't forget shit. You just threw this out here. When did we have this conversation?
You said he shouldn't practice the rest of the season on this show after he got hurt. And we had an argument about it. And I said, hold on. So now all of a sudden he's going to be able to play both ways in the NFL. And he's going to get hurt, as you just stated, even playing one way. So if he plays both ways, Matt, it's even risking it more. I want to see the kid play.
Fine, then let's risk it. When are we fucking drafting him to put him in bubble wrap?
No. Come on, me and you think the same on that. I want him to play. I'm saying.
So then if he gets drafted and you don't exploit him for everything he's worth under his rookie contract before he gets paid fucking $1 billion, you get fired. Well, they got Travis Hunter. Why don't they take advantage of Travis Hunter? Fire the stupid fucking coach that won't take advantage of the athlete they have. Come on, dog. You can't have it both ways. And look, and I honestly believe this too. Halfway through his senior year, if he doesn't practice 1 or 2 days a week because he's playing 130 snaps a game, it really didn't seem to bother him much, did it? So he needs to go fucking do a t-shirt practice rather than rest. I think it's good load management and trying to keep the kid healthy, which obviously worked. He won the fucking Heisman. So come on, man. Shit. I want to see the kid play. I want to see if he can do it. If he can't do it, then I guess all the fucking experts that are out here, you know, making strength and conditioning programs and training athletes all day, they probably know better than me. What the fuck do I know? I don't know shit about athletes or training them or how they operate or anything.
Yeah, I just know I just want to see it. There's no way. I wouldn't want to do it. Like packages is cool, but starting both ways and playing, I don't know. I would let us.
Yeah, well, I never said. Look, I said he'd start both ways, but to say that he has to play every snap because he starts both ways is ridiculous. That's not what I said. I specifically said he can start both ways, and they'll have a ton of plays on offense that he'll go in and contribute, and a bunch of plays on defense that he'll go and play and contribute, and he'll probably end up about 80 to 85 snaps a game, probably 40 to 45, maybe 50-30 on each side, as opposed to an offensive lineman who plays an average of 70 to 80. So it'll all even up, but he will just be doing it in different ways.
I just want to see who represents him, because any agent in their right mind is not going to get this kid.
You're glad this dude isn't a coach? Bitch, I'm a fucking great coach, and all I do is pump out motherfucking NFL players, Casey. So you can be glad I'm not a coach. If I was a coach, you'd be winning, motherfucker.
He's probably talking about me.
JB, let me ask you this real quick, though. Like, so let's say you draft Travis Hunter, and you're watching them practice, and Travis is like, he's a top, let's say a top, I don't know, top 2 receiver on your team immediately, and he's a top 2 corner on your team. This is about what you're seeing at practice. As a coach, don't you at least got to explore it though? Like if the talent is there and he's showing you what he can do, as a coach, like don't you got to at least all right, let me just give him a game and see how it works. Like to just off the back say nope, you're not doing it. It's like damn, it's like we're not gonna give him a chance.
What are these people talking about?
No, I'm not saying
people in the comments are crazy, dog. I think he should get paid for both positions if he's good enough. What the fuck are you talking about? And why wouldn't you want to see if this kid can do this?
You do want to see it, but it has to.
So when Shohei comes into Major League Baseball and they're like, well, we can't have him hit and throw, he might get hurt. What?
No,
so we miss out on a generational talent because he might get fucking hurt.
No, generational talent, pitching and not being able to get hit back is a different situation. Come on, that's
it's not the only fucking goddamn example we have in sports.
But it's not the same because no one's doing it in football where you got to get hit in pads. Otani can go.
I disagree. The fucking guy that plays fullback for the Chargers is playing on the defensive line and fullback.
But Matt,
why does it not count when it's the trench?
It does count, but we're not covering a guy and running him 30 miles in a game.
No, I would say that playing in the trench is more exhausting than just running next to some motherfucker you can't touch.
The trench is crazy.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know because you've never been in the trench before, dog.
I agree. I don't know. Fullback, but I do know football. And I do know that you got to cover NFL wideouts in a game and then go over.
But you're not a defensive lineman doing it. Travis Hunter is born to run.
But Matt, they're playing at the point of attack. They're not playing they're not running 30 miles, homie. You know the risk of injury is way more when you got to run and do all this.
You're telling me the risk of injury for skill players is way more than trench players? That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
No, I'm telling you, it's fact right now. The injuries are up on soft tissue injury fucking pussies who pull their hamstrings and groins.
There's tons of fucking big guys that get soft tissue injuries too.
Shoulder. We're seeing shoulder banged out at the shoulder for point of attack. We're not seeing
every single year the injuries are through the roof. It's football.
I get that's what I'm saying, but we've never
in 1990 injuries were through the fucking roof. They just ate Vicodin and took Toradol shots in the joint and went and played like idiots. Now they don't play anymore.
I agree, but I'm just telling you there's two different aspects of wide receiver running every snap and covering every snap is not the same as playing in the box. I'm sorry. It's not.
You're right. Playing in the box is way
talk about physicality.
And you're talking like Travis going to be just being man all game. He's going to be in some cover 2, some zone where he's not really running around too much. Get into a spot.
Come on, we know physicality is not close. I agree that. I mean, that's idiot would know that. I'm talking about what he has to do times 2. I don't see it. I just don't see it. That's all it is. It ain't really an argument. I just want to. I want the kid to play. I'd rather see. I'd rather see him. I'd rather see. Hey, Matt, you don't agree with me on this. You agree on this. I want to see him on one side. If he goes to the Raiders, I want to see him on one side, and I want to see Jack Jones on the other. Another skilled ass corner. I don't need to see him go over and play. I want to see Brock Bowers on offense with these and go get a quarterback and some wideouts. Like,
you don't want to see Travis Hunter play offense too in Vegas?
I want to see him throw him a slam screen every so often. Maybe return.
But you do want to see him play offense then?
Return a punt, not fucking every snap. No, I just don't think it's.
This is like the 5th time I've reiterated this. Is it not, Smitty, that I don't think he should play every snap?
You did say it.
So I'm going to say it again. I don't think he should play every snap. They should have packages for him, and he should start on both sides of the ball and go be a generational talent superstar wherever he plays. And if it is in Vegas or somewhere like that, he's going to explode.
Yeah.
So I think Shedeur or Travis, one of them ends up in Vegas, and the rest is history.
There we go, man. Well, let's move on to a topic we discussed separately a little bit earlier, but I want to hear Matt's take on this. I know we showed the video, Bailey, but I'll probably bring it up again here with Coach.
California tough guys, bro. You guys got the toughest fucking chat. Your chat is like a bunch of gang members, dog. They are fucking so tough.
Well, our chat is a build-up.
You guys are fucking tough as fuck.
Our chat is a build-up of Jason. Everybody thinks
they are fucking tough.
Hold on, homie. You motherfuckers act like when I go on your show, you don't have them. You guys have them too.
I know it's all good. I'm just saying. I'm reiterating. They're tough.
Jason's actually from it. Jason's actually from it. A lot of the chat is not, but they are such fans of him and they hang on his ball hairs that they want to like impress Jason. So if they talk shit in the comments, they think Jason will like him and support him. So
Smitty, you don't know because you weren't in here. But I went in a Matt show. I get the same shit.
He got crushed. It's getting fucking so bad.
It's the same shit. I don't get it.
No, it's all good, man. I like it. I'm all for confrontation. That's my.
Jared, shut up, Jared, because I want to be close to the screen. All right, let's go.
You are really close to the screen. That's true.
What a shit show Friday.
Let me get closer. Bailey, are we going to Steve Sarkisian or are we going to USC linebacker? Just pop in and let me know.
Everybody in the chat now, you don't need to get offended because I called you out. I'm not specifically saying anything to you personally. And if you take it fucking personally, I am talking to you.
Hey, hold on. Okay. I got to get Matt's take, though, Bailey, on what's going on. Since we broke this. We didn't break it, but I'm the first one to talk about the Juco thing. What is your take on this Juco thing first? I got to get your take.
Oh, shit, man. So is it just Juco or is it 1AA?
No, it's Juco.
Just Juco. All right,
Juco will not count against your 4-year eligibility.
This is what I think. I think that kids and parents should stop being so fucking smug and acting like everyone's a power 4 defensive lineman and offensive lineman and great player. Now you have the opportunity to go like get absolutely manned up before you go to college. You can go to Independence or you can go to fucking any of these JUCOs. This should save JUCO. This should turn JUCO football into a better level of football than 1AA and D2. Because 1AA and D2, you go there and lose eligibility. You go play JUCO for 2 years with a bunch of other fucking dogs, and you get a bunch of school done, probably easier than where you have to go anyway for a 4-year. And you're telling me I get to go play for 2 years and develop and mature and do all this shit and just keep chasing it. And then I get to go to college for 4 and have a red shirt for 5 years. I get to go to college. So now I get to play college football for 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's okay. This is the rule. This should turn JUCOs into an absolute feeder system like it used to be, but without the competition from 1AA and D2. If you want to go 1AA and D2 and you're going to play immediately, that can be your developmental league and a feeder to the next level. Because that's what it is, and don't tell me it's not. Elijah Anderson-Taylor from FIU is in here training for the Combine right now, and the linebacker, and he was the Big Sky Player of the Year at Northern Colorado because everybody thought he was too small. So he had to go prove it, and then he's got his opportunity at FIU. So it happens constantly. And I personally think if they're going to give you 2 free years at the JUCO level, dog, the JUCO level should turn into an absolute fucking hotbed for talent. And why would you ever go 1AA or D2 when you have 2 free years at the JUCO level to go play and earn it and then go D1? Why do I need to go waste 2 years at Kennesaw State, they're D1, at South Dakota State or whatever? They're good. No one's saying they're not a great program, but people are going to transfer up out of there. So why do I have to be a red shirt sophomore or junior before I can get my opportunity to play at the D1 level when I can just go to JUCO? I think it's a great fucking move. I'm going to advise a lot of my guys to take this opportunity and go play JUCO football for 2 years for fucking free. And then you're still a freshman?
Here's the
You're
problem.
still a freshman at 20, 21 years old. You're walking in as a freshman. It's like going on a football mission, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the Buffs are playing the BYU Super Soakers, and all those guys are like 25, 26, 27 because they've been on missions, and they're grown-ass men. I'm telling you, this is a revolutionary idea. Whoever pushed this through, good for you. And I'm praying to fucking God it saves JUCO football, and this is the route you should take because it's free football, bro. It doesn't affect your eligibility. Take it 100%.
Great perspective.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, though. That's my issue.
Why would it not? Are people just fucking stupid, bro? I mean, you're like the best JUCO coach I know. Would they not take? How would they not take advantage of this?
I'm trying to weigh it out. It's only 48 hours into this ruling, so we're trying to look into it so I don't talk out my ass. Yesterday, I tried to be as fair as possible. Let me give you the cons of what I see as just 35 years of JUCO. It's a prep school now. It's not JUCO. So we had Chev on yesterday, last minute. We popped Chev on here just to talk about it because him and I thought the same way. It's a prep school now. So you're taking junior college, the word college, out of junior and making it a preparatory school and a continuation of high school. That's the one issue. You're saying now that all the years that JUCO's been around, it's no longer college football. Now it's preparatory. We already have seen this. We've seen the college preparatory bullshit, and it's
not for free.
This won't be for free. That's where you're mistaken. I don't know where you get free at.
You get 2 free years of eligibility. What are you talking about?
You mean you say free? Explain free. You're talking clock free or
clock?
Yeah, man. You walk in as an 18-year-old. You need to develop for 2 years. You get 2 years of college development. Guys that came from JUCO that I played with were usually fucking dogs that just failed out or couldn't stop smoking dope or whatever. Now you'll get guys that just need to develop, and hopefully you actually have the funds and the coaches and everything to do that.
And I'm giving you guys insight that I think a lot of folks won't talk about. First of all, if the NCAA deems this as a non-clock starter prep situation, then eventually they will have no choice but to get rid of the transferable classes. That means you will not have an AA degree become applicable moving forward. So your AA degree will no longer last or happen. That's number one problem that I foresee. Second problem I foresee is financial aid dollars, student loan dollars, etc. This is set. There's 7,100 kids right now in the portal as of 6 this morning. The portal is going to continue to stay the portal until it dries out, meaning you're not going to get the Bama transfer in the portal to come JUCO because we don't know yet what's going to happen to the 4-2-4 rule, Matt. So there's so many things that these fuckers have not forward thought. So now you're telling me Matt McChesney goes to Alabama as a freshman. He plays. He gets beat out for whatever reason, or he smokes weed, or he gets a credit card fraud. Let's just say. So what happens is you go to Independence.
Yeah.
Does your clock stop now?
I'm talking about. I don't think that's what they're talking about. They're saying out of high school. You can't just. I don't think you can just go there in the middle of your career and have your clock stop for 2 years. Once you start playing college football, your clock starts. But if you go, I'm talking about strictly out of high school.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying though. But this is the thing though, the rule hasn't changed. I've read into it. The rule for if you're underclassmen, meaning you haven't played your 2 years at the 4-year, you can go back to JUCO. It's Matt, you and I know it's all bounce. It's called bounce backs, right? We've had bounce backs forever. You bounce back to JUCO. So your clock would stop. It's fucking crazy. They haven't forward thought this enough, in my opinion, to be fully all as optimistic as you are, Matt. I look at it and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know what it's going to be. Here's the devil's advocate side of this, Matt, and I want to get your take. What if I told you that it's a prep school now? The high school kids are going to get shit on even more because now I'd rather take a kid that's 22 years old out of a prep situation than a 17-year-old out of high school.
I would.
It
forces the high school kids to fucking humble themselves and go develop.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, if I now go to JUCO out of high school and I'm there for 2, this is the devil's advocate part that I see. And we're talking last night with a bunch of guys and I'm like, and I brought this up and they're like, fuck, you could be right. What if you get the bottom feeding shitbirds of shitbirds? Because you have 7,000 portal kids that are going to continue to try to get into one of those 134 D1 playing schools. 7,000 of those kids, 10% of them get out of the portal, contrary to everyone's belief. 90% sit there. So
the majority of kids going to the portal don't even have a plan. They're just going there to sit there.
They don't. And they won't go JUCO, right? Because it's beneath them, to your point. It's beneath them.
Yeah, and that's my thing. That mentality's got to stop, bro.
Hopefully it does, but this is the problem. What happens is now you get the under-recruited high school kid that didn't go D1, and now they see, oh, there's this JUCO prep school. Guess what? You aren't good enough to go real JUCO. Now we're going to get 1,000 of you thinking you're good enough to go to Alabama to not play for 2 years, and then thinking you're going to go to Bama. You know, as I know, Matt, the shittier the player, the shit bird, the human, and we're going to get a bunch of shit bird humans that are shitty football players. And now it's going to become a fucking just, in my opinion, it's going to become the worst of the worst until the portal dries out, Matt. Because the portal has to eliminate itself before you can make JUCO good on a non-clock running scenario. Because you're not getting the Bama transfer no more at the JUCO level. You're in the portal first. I'm just telling you, that's just why JUCO's imploded over the last 4 years. JUCO's not going to get better overnight because of this rule. I believe high school gets eliminated recruiting-wise. JUCO becomes a prep school, and then the prep schools get eliminated. Fork Union, fucking all these other schools are going to, what are they going to do? Why would you need a prep school, military school, if you got a JUCO now? And then
I can tell you as a guy who does recruiting every day, and it's with 520 kids in college in 15 years, and it's been through every change you can imagine. You know, the COVID, NIL, pay to play, contracts, tampering, everything you can imagine. They will never stop recruiting elite high school players ever. Those elite players are always going to go Power 4.
But that's 1% is my point.
I agree, but you said high school's dead, and I disagree.
No, I'm not saying it's dead. I'm saying this.
I think that the high school players need to understand that this is a path to free eligibility and development, and I don't necessarily want D1 players that you go to the transfer portal and play up there. This move, if done correctly, can be the next, instead of going from high school, everybody going from high school to the next level and maybe being a walk-on, you go to JUCO for 2 years and play and prove that you can play and then go to college and you've got 4 or 5 years in front of you. That's what I think it'll do. I hope that's what it does. I don't see, we've disagreed on this for years and I'm sure we will continue to, but I don't see I see some shitbirds, of course. There's bad kids and bad people everywhere. But I'm around so many players and I talk to so many guys and they're just not bad dudes and they're not shitbirds and they're not.
No, I'm just saying specifically if this
they fucking work, bro. So I think that even a bad player, you said something, the worse the player, the bigger the shitbag. I don't agree with that either. I'm around a ton of shitty players that work their balls off to try and get better. Like that's the essence of football, in my opinion. So
let me get you.
I just think this is more opportunity, and opportunity is a good thing. I thought you would love this. This saves JUCO football if they do it correctly.
Yeah,
without this ruling, JUCO. What is the point of having JUCO?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is I don't know if this saves it or not. I think it's because somebody has to fund it. JUCOs don't have the resources, Matt, to have because you understand.
Well, Sac State can raise $50 million. Somebody at one of these JUCOs that gets paid can raise $5 million.
I want to see that. I don't believe that at all. So let me be honest.
You are a pessimist by heart, so I give you that.
And I love this conversation because it's great banter. Because I think we could do this for 15-hour show. I can do it.
Let's do it. This is straight spitting fire.
Matt, here's the issue, and I want to give you as much experience-based information that I have that I'm just spitting forward because I don't know if the NCAA we know they don't forward think. But I think this is becoming, first of all, law legislation that they're trying to get passed. The NCAA, on the other side, is going to act like they don't want it, but they do want it because they don't want 7,000 kids to exit the portal and go JUCO because that's called FTE. They lose it, full-time enrollment, FTE. They'll lose that money, financial aid dollars, grant and aid dollars, and student loan dollars. The NCAA doesn't want to lose that, so they want to enhance the portal. JUCO needs financial aid, grant and aid, and student loan money to keep the lights on to fill the dorms up, especially in rural cities like Independence, Kansas, Coffeyville, Kansas, East Mississippi, shithole towns that need JUCO athletes. The rosters will go up tenfold, meaning if this preparatory system goes into place, you'll go from an 85-man roster to a 200-man roster just by sheer numbers alone because there's no clock. So that's number one. How does a JUCO resource that? They can't unless the NCAA gets involved and starts to source it themselves. I don't see that happening. Now, this is the caveat that I don't know if anyone's talking about. I believe D2 becomes JUCO. And hear me out. JUCO's a prep now. Preps will be eliminated. It's just cream of the crop. This is what happens. It's cannibalism at its finest in football. Preparatory schools will be folded. JUCO will become prep. D2 now, Smitty and Matt, listen here now. D2 will get the player that got better from high school after 4 years for 2 years of free, as you want to say, free time. They'll go to, let's say, Adams State. They'll get coached up even better, be in a cultured environment, and then that guy will blossom. Let's say he blooms. You're going to see the first guys ever start to transfer up. Now, Adams State guy who just played for 2 years, who's really now a freshman, 6 years after football, is going to Alabama. You're going to see that at the D2 level more than we've ever seen because that is allowing this older kid to play for 2 years without a clock running, go D2 because he didn't get picked up by Bama out of the prep school, JUCO now.
Yep.
Follow me. And then he goes D2, and then he plays 1 year, blooms, and now guess what? What's going to stop that kid from chasing a bag to go to Alabama?
So now he's a sophomore clockwise Alabama, but he's been playing football for 1, 2, 3 years post high school.
So now to Sark's point, Matt, to what I said already 1,000 times, we're going to have 25, 6, and 7-year-olds, the same kids we've been coaching in this recyclable business. Matt's going to call me, hey, man, this kid didn't work out here. JB, will you take him? Sure, I'll try to save him now. That's what we're seeing. Instead of having new kids, fresh blood out of high school and JUCO, which it used to be organically, now we got the same fucking kids, 7,000 in the portal right now, hence the 7,000. And now we're going to do that over and over and over. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. I'm looking at it every which way. I love the conversation. I'm just trying to give you experience with what I can see happening. And then to Matt's point, I hope it changes. For a hustler like me, if I go get a JUCO job tomorrow, or my wheel spinning, fucking yeah, I'd be a pipeline because I'm calling Lombardi and Belichick and saying, I'm only sending my players to you. I want a Jordan deal, and I want this bag. I'm going to develop them. It's going to be a boot camp scenario because if the NCAA takes away the classes, Matt. See, the academics part of this is the critical.
They just need to get rid of that shit, bro. I'm so tired of the term student athlete. I don't know what to do with myself.
But what happens, Matt, with the 424? What happens with the qualifier out of high school versus the non-qualifier? See,
I don't know or give a fuck.
But that's what we have to, because that's what prep schools were. You went to Fork Union because you didn't either qualify out of high school or you were qualifier but not on the sliding scale. You didn't pass the ACT, SAT without.
Yeah, I don't hear anybody say they can't qualify anymore though. The NCAA has just said anybody and everybody can get in anywhere. We don't care. We're playing football, not going to class.
I guess you got to pass the test now again, going forward again.
Yeah, I mean you don't even have to do the SAT anymore, bro. It's like
you do again.
You can write your name with crayon, you can get a scholarship.
But I think 25 is going back to the score. You got to pass now again. Huh. That's what I'm reading. So because they have to, Matt. Eventually, it's going to be too many numbers game. It's going to be a numbers game that you're going to have to slow down.
Why? This is my thing. Why do we give a fuck about the numbers? And I'm playing devil's advocate now. Like I wouldn't expect you to give a shit. Number one, because I know you and you're a coach, and numbers are what they are. We're cutting half these motherfuckers. So.
It's not about I don't care about the numbers. I care about the watered down effect, because the more numbers that you get a non-quality player versus quality player is going to water.
Okay,
so what happens is if it's a prep school now, every swinging dick, Matt, if these shitty high school kids that would play it down and couldn't play dead.
I deal with them every day, bro. I got a call yesterday from a 27-year-old that's hasn't played in 2 years. It's like crying that he can't find opportunity. And I'm like, it's called a job.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Now we got 25, 26, 27-year-olds that are just sophomores and
that are not playing for BYU. Let that sink in.
Yeah, and I said that on Whitlock. Exactly. Hey, we think the same. I said exactly that on Whitlock yesterday. I said you're going to see that now everywhere, not just BYU. You're going to see that fucking everywhere. And that's why Sark, I don't know if you saw what he said, but show it, Bailey, if Matt hasn't seen it. Show the Sark take real quick.
A year now after essentially having his JUCO years not count. I'm curious for your thoughts on that, not necessarily as a head coach having to manage a roster, but as a former junior college athlete yourself who, played 2 years there and then only got 2 years at the NCAA level at BYU.
Yeah, I totally disagree with the NCAA's determination on this. We chose to go to junior college football. And that's where we wanted to start and play our career. So I don't understand it at all. We're going to have guys 28, 29 years old playing college football. Like, what's the point, man? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I totally disagree with it.
Matt,
we already have 30-year-olds playing college football.
But when I said it, JB said, well, we have like 4 years. No, it's been like that for a minute.
There's tons of old motherfuckers, dog. Yeah, but Chris Winkie won the Heisman at like 28. Like,
we mentioned those guys. Those are far few between. We're talking about
but he also played baseball. That's true. Now you're going to have everybody being 27.
Everybody now. It's totally different. Here's a tweet. Here's a text I got. All right, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to hear you something. Man, JB, this shit is crazy. I agree with what you're saying. Listen to this. Now they have what's called a transfer class. So now we have what's called recruiting class, and now a transfer class. Matt, you and I know this man. He's a D1 head coach right now. That's what he told me that is being mandated from compliance on what you have to call it. You have to call one class a transfer class and one class a recruiting class. That shit is fucking crazy. Bananas.
I think they just need to change the narrative and terminology around everything.
And here's another.
No more fucking recruiting and transferring. Like, let's call it what it really is. Here's
another text right here. Wow, JB, I got two guys from my running back room this morning asking if they could come back. LOL. And I said I haven't even responded yet. Now, here's a tweet. And here's a tweet I showed Bailey and Smitty. I got 1,000 of these DMs last night. I don't know if you guys realize out there. Please understand, everybody out there, I do not coach anymore. So stop sending me DMs. I appreciate it, but stop. Here's a tweet, though. DM. 1 of 1,000. Coach AB, I need an opportunity somewhere and help. Can you help me getting there? Need one opportunity. Got my eligibility back from compliance, and the JC new NCAA appeal rule came back, and I can go back and play. I'm 27 years old, but I can still do it. Come on, homie. You haven't even fucking played yet. You're now starting at 27 thinking you're going to play? This is what I'm saying is going to open up a can of worms that they'll never be able to close. And
and that one also, like, let's be real. And I'm not trying to piss people off when I say this, just going through the business that I go through, okay? I run a small business. It's a big business, but it's still classified small business, right? Ex-players and current players are the cheapest bunch of fucking people on earth. They won't spend a dime on themselves. They'll expect free training and if you want to invest in yourself, why should anybody else do it? Number one, like, you can't call Coach JB and be like, can you give me some tips on how I can get recruited? No, this is his profession.
Smitty,
this is business. Money sets the table in this business. If you want to invest in yourself, why should Coach JB or myself or any other professional take you seriously?
But here's the
why?
problem.
You think you're going to work for free?
When we made this pay for play, Matt, now every swinging dick, though, in America thinks they can get a bag. And that's the fucking issue. Because
that's the thing. Like, everybody thinks they're special.
But now we're opening up an age bracket that's not even back in the day. Come on, man, 21. Matt, if we haven't played in 3 or 4 years, we are done. Now we're 28 and haven't played in 3 or 4 years, thinking we can still do it.
But
like, if you miss 2 seasons and you're cooked.
Yeah, so right. But to your point, though, Coach, if you're not good, though, you'll just get cut, though, right?
Well,
yeah, but the process is
maybe.
the dollars. Yeah, it's the dollars and everything else that goes into it. It's a pure numbers game now. Now everybody has to come in and try out. Now we're going to be the asshole if we don't even let you try out. You got to let us try out. Like, this is going to be it's going to be an interesting thing, Matt. I appreciate the convo. We could do this for fucking 8 hours.
That was pretty good. That was fucking some good shit. All the guys in the comments, good job, man. That was fucking nice.
Let's do an 8-hour stream, I think, and let's just talk about it for 8 hours.
No,
like,
I can't hang out with both of you two motherfuckers.
I think you can do. Well, you can sacrifice one day. We'll start at midnight Pacific. We'll go up until 8 in the morning the next day.
No way. No. Hold on. Unless you're a beautiful blonde with big tits and an ass that tastes like vanilla ice cream, don't you dare text me at midnight.
JB might have a beautiful blonde in the stream, homie.
Yeah, it's just a fucking. It ain't coming from either of you.
Matt, this is what we're gonna have.
I remember this, dude. Isn't this the dad that went on the trip with his kid and dressed up in uniform?
Hey, Matt.
The next time Nick goes on a recruiting trip, I'm gonna be like, yo. You got a fucking 4X back there for the big guy?
Yeah, they said this guy reclassified out of high school.
First of all, that's Smitty. So anyway, Smitty's going to come to your door. Hey, McMatt, 60 60 Academy. Hey, can I get a tryout? Goddamn, sir. How old are you? Well, sir, I mean, not son, sir. I'm 48. But I think I can still. I mean, look, I can still, homie. What?
That's actually happening right now. Look at this. Here, look. This is true. These are my notes from the goddamn. These are my notes from the meeting with the old kid. 29 years old, 3 years of eligibility left. Transferred from Juco, can go back. Come on, dog.
Come on, homie. That's what I'm
come back.
Look, man. I'm not saying that you can't pull a Mark Wahlberg and go try out for the Eagles and fucking make it, okay? But this ain't 1970 no more, all right?
And that's one guy ever.
That's motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
I look at it like this, okay? And it's never been more apparent for me than it is now. Watching the way that I'm going to use Colorado as an example because that's what we do here, okay? watching the way that they recruited from like 2011 when I started this business, when I retired, to today. They would try and recruit the in-state kids that were good, but Colorado's a really good hotbed for big guys. We don't have a lot of skills, although Christian McCaffrey did come from here, so I guess we got a couple. They would recruit based on academics, and is the kid good, and we can develop him over 2 or 3 years and turn him into a good player, and we don't know if he's a pro or not, but whatever. Now, the way they're recruiting, I can actually look at kids when they walk into my office and go, I want to play at CU, and I go, what position do you play? And they're like, 3 technique. And I'm like, okay, you're a 6'1", 280-pound, good high school player. I want you to go and type in Otis, the kid they just got from Alabama, and just look at him next to Warren Sapp. That's who they're recruiting at 3 technique in Boulder. You can't play there, son. I'm sorry. And instead of, fuck you, coach, what do you know? I'll do it. Now I can just say, I've got a really, really good relationship with the guy at Coffeyville or Independence or wherever the fuck. We can send you there for 2 years and you can develop into a man. They might move you to center because you're 6'1", 280. And then you can keep consistent with your tape and we can keep pushing you to the coaches, keep going on recruiting trips, keep building your brand. And then you can go play 4 years of ball at a Division I and go fucking and live the dream, dog. As a grown fucking man. I wish I could have done that because my first 2 years in college were a drunken disaster where I was getting kicked out every 5 minutes and running from cops and trying to pass rush at the same time. And it worked, kind of. It also didn't. So I think that there's so many productive ways for football to run. I don't understand why I guess this is my thing. I don't fucking understand why they want to be like this. Why does the NCAA and college football want to be this discombobulated and fucked up? Why can't we get dates correct? Why can't we just sync everything up correctly so kids don't have to make decisions they're making? Why can't we get coaches to like actually help the situation rather than facilitate the madness? Why can't we figure out Division II, 1AA, and Juco, how we can all work together? Why is it that there's such a huge fucking break between Group of 4 and Power 6 or Power 4 and Group of 6? Like, Boise's in a Group of 6, and they're a fucking 3 seed. So is there really that much difference?
But that's my
I hope that college football can figure their shit out because it's such a great product and it's fucked up. Like it's a fucked up product that is also awesome, which rarely happens. I mean, the NBA is a fucked up product right now, and I don't want to watch it. It's boring as shit.
See, I think it's a broken system with good product.
Because football's awesome, but the system's fucking, we know this. You know it, I know it, Smitty knows it, everyone in the chat knows it. College football is fucked up, dog.
You're muted, Smitty. Yeah.
Like college football's got a real problem.
NBA, we got all these great players, but we're not watching it because they're shooting 70. Charlotte Hornets and I think this is the Wizards shot combined 75 threes the other night and missed. They missed 75 threes
in one game, and they've got like 3 wins total between both of them too.
One game, homie.
This is every game. Those teams are shooting that many threes.
The NBA is hard to watch, dog. I love the athleticism and shit, but it's such a. I'll wait until the playoffs, like the second round of the playoffs, and then I'll really get involved, I guess. But does anybody know why LeBron took 10 days off?
I don't know. Did he? I don't know. Did you see Travis Hunter? Travis Hunter's girl was commenting on Anthony Edwards.
I saw that too. I did see that.
What'd you say?
He
put like the drooling face emoji and like the hard eyes.
The money.
Was it like old?
Nah.
No, it's pretty recent.
Got a lot of people talking, homie.
Look, I'm not going to really comment on that. I will say that just Travis prenup. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, be smart. We hope
all I hear him talking about how she has her own money and she does her own thing. If she has her own money and does her own thing, she should have no problem loving you for who you are and signing a prenup and moving on with your lives together. And then you can guard yourself and not, look, Little Wayne's got a great line, all right, in Mona Lisa, all right? And it says, pussy got you out of character. That's all I'll say.
Well, also, Matt, I told you a long time
ago. And it's undefeated.
Two things are undefeated. Pussy and
guard yourself.
Pussy and new pussy.
Just saying.
Do this, homie.
Oh, God. We're not going down that road.
By the way, somebody posted it. Somebody posted it and went viral. I think I sent it to Bailey to put in the show one day.
I just want him to make good decisions. But look, let's not act like Travis is the first guy that's ever gone down this road. Women, there are predator women out there everywhere. There's 28, 29-year-old women, 30-year-old women going after 21-year-old basketball stars, putting that good experience pussy on them, and they're just like, oh, and then they got 11 kids like Tyreek Hill and shit. You think Travis? Do you think that Antonio Cromartie, or who was the fucking back for the Bills that went to Tennessee that had like 12 kids? Man, he's a good ass running back. He played for the Broncos too. Travis Henry, was that his name?
Henry. Yeah,
Travis Henry. So, do you think that Cromartie and Henry like actually know all the kids' names? Do you think Tyreek Hill knows all of his kids' names?
Cromartie does. I think Cromartie. I think he got asked before in the interview, and he actually went through and named them all somehow.
Well, that's good. They are his children. I'm just saying.
Hey, but remember, I know firsthand dealing with these super rich people that go through a divorce. Prenup, dog. When you get to that money level, it don't help. It don't do shit, and it doesn't cover child support.
Fuck, it doesn't, dog. If he gets drafted and he signs a prenup with his girl before they get married, and everything he goes in with and everything she goes in with, and he does it after he gets drafted, she's not going to be liable for any of that money, or she won't be entitled to any of it.
I'm telling you right now, dog. If they get married prior, and there's a money thing,
if they get married prior, yeah, he's fucked.
No, but if you make a certain dollar amount, she's going to get it depending on the state. Like, let's say Arizona is a
dog. I know. I just got divorced. Certain
states are different. It depends on the state, but also she's going to get paid, homie.
The amount of money I have to pay every month just to be someone's dad will make you choke.
California, I know they got rules very favorable to the women. So if you get divorced,
every fucking buddy's got rules very favorable to the woman.
Super out here, like I tell my girl,
marriage is a business, homie. Let's be real. Like,
I tell my wife, we never get divorced.
Chicks get married these days to go into business, and then the minute they don't like something, they're like, "Oh, I'm fucking out," and then they can just go do whatever the fuck they want.
My wife never get divorced. If she need to separate, we never get divorced.
That prenup's not covering fucking 10 kids child support, though. I'm just telling you.
Well, that's true. That shit is super.
So the prenup.
I only got two that I know of, and I got to
get a prenup. Get a prenup and pull out. Prenup and pull out. Travis, prenup, pull out. Prenup, pull out. Double P.
See, he's two-way playing again.
Triple P. Pinky.
And the pinky. Pinky test. Prenup.
If you have to pinky test your girl, that's bad.
Pull out.
Pinky test. Prenup.
Pull out.
Pull out.
Triple P.
Well, you wouldn't even want to pull out if you pinky test her and she pops positive. You got to just run.
Well, that's why you go pinky test first. But if pinky test is good.
Could you reiterate for everybody in the chat that doesn't know what the fucking pinky test is, please, Coach JB?
Bailey, can you find the shit I texted us, man?
How Bailey explain it?
It's just Bailey would know. He's in Tennessee. There's definitely some pinky tests down there. And
you take your pinky finger, you put it in your ear, and you get a little wax. All right? Just a little bit of wax. You get the wax, all right? And then you take the wax and you get the clit. There's the clit. And you fucking rub it right on this clit right there. Hear that? And if she fucking jumps, then she's dirty and you need to fucking run because the acidic nature of your wax will rub on the clit.
Scientific.
Pop. The clit will pop and you got to run. If she don't do nothing, then you're good. So.
JB, how she jump?
That's how she will jump, homie. I'm telling you, dog. I've done it, homie. I've done it. I know it works, bro.
You're like my spirit animal, bro. I just don't know what I'd do without you.
I'm just telling you, homie.
For as much as I hate your face, I sure do love you a whole lot.
My dad taught me, homie. My dad taught me. And by the way, women, you could save us a lot of time. You know, you could do it yourself, on yourself.
Oh, that's even more disgusting. That's
and you could save a lot of people heartache, ladies.
Like I see the fucking videos online of like the chicks walking through the gym and they like rub themselves and smell it, and I'm like, ugh. What the fuck?
They do it. Like right
now. Ladies, do it, ladies, for us.
And then comment in the chat and be real. Be like, hey, it hurt or it didn't feel nothing. Tell them in the chat right now.
Please, one woman do it right now. One woman do it right now.
We're gonna sit here and wait till you, and so when y'all do it.
Yeah, the one chick that has the fucking stones to be involved with this fucking show.
And then what if she really does? Oh fuck! And then she's like, God damn it, JV. Like, just go get fixed and check.
I mean, you should write a Christmas book.
I want to. I'm gonna
we're leaving it under the tree, but it ain't for you.
Under the tree, spill the tea.
That's a wild request, JB.
Dang, dog.
Oh, bro, this is
only women with stones are on the show anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Hey, what did you think about last night's game?
Before Herbert made a great play, it was a horrible game.
God, that fucking throw was nuts, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was telling Smitty. I don't understand. If quarterback plays horrible, then the fucking game is horrible. When quarterback plays good, the game's good.
I was saying that it's been good football across college and NFL lately, and if you don't see that, you're just a pessimist. That's all I've been saying.
I thought the game was entertaining. There were some mistakes, but I thought Knicks played well in the first half, and the Chargers came back. First time they swept the Broncos in 14 years. So both those teams are going to be in the playoffs.
More than likely.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to take a monumental collapse for both of them to miss it.
The Bengals went out, and then
Bengals Broncos play Sunday, or Saturday.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a big one.
And I got before you get out of here, Matt. I got a DM from a kid that I recruited out of at Juco, and then he ended up making it, and he went to a few schools. He ended up going to SC. But I go, where you at now, man? Son, I was like, hey, son, where you at now? Because he texts me, he's like, we watch the show every day, coach. Keep spitting the real. I go, where you at now? He goes, XY school. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, coach. As you would say, USC is a ghetto fuck fest.
That's what it is.
They're getting out. They're getting out of SC, bro.
Everybody's leaving. Like, guys are leaving everywhere in droves. So, look, this is what I'll say, and then I'll get off. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have somebody tampering with you to tell you to go to the transfer portal so they can pay you and come to school in another place, do not go to the transfer portal. You're just going to go sit there. You're not as good as you think you are. Please, football players, humble yourself. Parents, once your kid goes to college, you need to fuck off. You need to fuck off and be their dad or mom and a fan, unless you're their agent like Lamar's mom. And then if you're Lamar and his mom and you're the enigma, then I'll shut the fuck up. But it's not that way. The parents who are still calling me for their 23-year-old son and talking for them, it's the most embarrassing shit I deal with.
They want the money.
Talking to you?
They're living through the kids.
I know, bro. I know. This is my point. So, like, this entire situation.
Here's why.
I feel like there's so much more that could be brought out of it that's just not. And it sucks, bro. I want college football. If they're going to act professional, I need them to be professional. I need contracts and rules and all that shit. And I need it now.
We should have talked about this, but this is why the epitome of the broken system exists. Wazoo loses a quarterback on an 8-3 season. Their head coach, their OC leaves, takes the QB. They go to Oklahoma. They're in the middle of a fucking playoff run or bowl season. And then the head coach leaves. They have a bowl game now without a head coach, an OC, or a quarterback. It's fucking ridiculous. Broken system. It's a
totally broken system. But what do you do? You're the coach. I'm the player. We want you to come here. We're going to pay the fuck out of you. We're bringing your OC. I can't not go. If I stay, I miss the window.
Right.
You can't not go. You got it. Wake Forest is paying way more than Washington State, and you actually get to go play football again instead of being in the Pac-2.
They need to allow these players and coaches to finish what they've started with their team and then still bring them on. I don't know how that happens.
Well, look, how many times do you hear as a player or a coach, and I talk about it all the time, finish what you started. Don't be a quitter. Well, the NCAA is setting people up to quit.
Yep.
So you preach fucking finishing all year, and the rules and the system that we're in sets people up to quit and makes them look bad. It makes the kids look bad when they have to chase opportunity. It makes the coaches look bad when they have to chase opportunity. The people that were commenting on the Wazoo head coach's page, we sent a bunch of kids to Washington State. Like the Cowgirl brothers are up there. They have a good program. And like the shit they were saying, you coward piece of shit, you would abandon us. This is the nature of the business. Until you put some rules on it, that this is what it is. Coaches have been doing this to players for years. This is a new thing with the players being able to do it back.
Yeah, it's just wild west times 10, man. It is what it is.
It's hard to look at the bottom. John Doe here, rise above the shit. I'd be all for that, but it's like how can you rise above the shit when it's 50 feet above your head? You're just wallowing in it. I don't know. I don't know how they fix this shit, dog.
Here's the issue, and we'll end it, and we got to move on. We got Shaun King on next. Here's the issue, Matt, that we don't discuss, though. Like, when do you just shut the fuck up, NCAA, and stop adding shit to try to fix your broken shit to make it even more broken? You've already fucked it up. Now we're adding more shit to a fucked up system that is only going to make it worse. This Juco thing right now, as of today, if you put a gun in my head and said, JB, what is your overall thought on it? Right now, you got to give me a yay or a nay. I would say nay as of today. I think bad things are going to happen. Now, in a year from now, I might be on Matt's side and say it was the greatest thing to happen to Juco. I don't know as of right now because I think they're taking the Juco out of Juco and making it more preparatory. I don't see the good. But in a year, well, fuck, man, it might be the greatest thing ever. That's the problem, though. We keep adding shit to what Matt just said, 50 foot of shit, to thinking it's going to fix something that we've already broken. And now what they're trying to do is renege on the shit they fucked up on and trying to cover it up with new shit. So everyone talks about the new shit. And that's the problem, man. We have a problem. Shit. It's still shit. Yeah, it's still shit. Matt, appreciate you. We'll see you Monday after this college football weekend. And who you got tonight?
So let's go over this here. I think that Notre Dame wins tonight. Okay. And then the other games, everybody else plays Saturday, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll take Notre Dame over Indiana tonight, although I think Indiana is going to give them a hell of a game. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to overtime. I'm going to take SMU over Penn State just for an upset. I'm going to take Texas over Clemson, and I'm going to take Tennessee over Ohio State. I think Ohio State fires Ryan Day tomorrow. And then they fire Ryan Day, and then Mike Vrabel's just over there like, hey.
I heard Mike Vrabel's going to be the Jets head coach from a good source.
Why would you want that job, bro? Don't do it, Mike.
Yeah, reconsider. Read some letter.
Don't do it, dog. As a Jet, I'm telling you, stay as far away from that fucking franchise as possible. They are a cancer. The owner, Woody Johnson, is the biggest fraud owner in history. He is terrible. Do you believe that he didn't trade for Jerry Jeudy because of the Manning rating thing? I do. I believe it because I know Woody, and he is not living on the same fucking planet we're living on. And by the way, they should be indicting this fool. He's the one that sent P. Diddy all that baby oil. How do you think he got all the baby oil?
And this, they say that Johnson & Johnson one has a lot of shit in it.
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, I'm not going to talk about vaccine other than that's your choice, bro. Do you?
I'm so glad.
Nothing bad's ever happened. The government's never lied or fucked anyone over before, so just trust them.
And by the way, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but the orbs and all that shit dropping the radiation, you know what that is? It's Governor Newsom's bird flu. But anyway, hey, man, Matt, I'll see you Monday.
Isn't it happening in Jersey? What?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
All right, Matt. Everyone, have yourself a great day. I'm out. We'll be on at 1:00. 0 to 60, Bailey and I, to wrap up the week. So make sure you come over and join us there. We made Sports Center the other day, so that's pretty fucking cool. So, Coach, Smitty, Merry Christmas, bitches. You're not on next week, right?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Christmas.
We'll be Monday. We'll be on Monday. We'll have you
All
on
right,
Monday.
then we'll do a show Monday, and then I'll say Merry Christmas.
All right, cool.
Merry
I want you to
Christmas,
sing. I want you to sing me a song too.
Fucking A. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Goodbye.
Hey, Matt, so everybody let Matt stay on for the whole time. Hey, dog, they saw a motherfucker walking around Miami Dolphins camp. What's cracking? You trying to play?
They capping.
Uh-oh.
To Texas, to California. I've been here in Atlanta in my studio creating content as an influencer, as a YouTuber, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Hey, Lion, that's crazy. It's crazy to me to just make shit up, huh?
Yeah, I've been telling you, I am.
You know how it go, bro. They look at what's hot, what's popping. And I think one of my missions being in media is you still have to vet the information. These days, they want to be the first to post. Hey, I said it first, blah, 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 not having any truth or merit to it. And it's like, my girl hit me yesterday and said, motherfucker, you in Miami? You in Charlotte?
Hey, yeah, that's real. Hey, girl gonna find out. She gonna be like, where the fuck you at?
FaceTime you. Hey, where you? I thought you said you was at.
Because a lot of people live vicariously through you. So what happens to you, it also happens to them. So even your outreach, they like, yo, congratulations to Cam. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, hold on. Let me make sure he ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely heard it. I definitely seen it. And this is a fedora that I have on, but what most people wear on their hat, this was a definitely cap situation. You know what I'm saying?
Capping. Hey, I told people before, I was like, man, I recruited Cam years ago before he went to Blinn, and you signed with Franchione's kid, and I was like, man, I was trying to get that motherfucker to Compton, boy. Your take with Tyreek Hill getting pulled over, Smitty and I had a huge argument about it. I saw your take, and I'm like, we had an argument, and then and I was like, does that go back to Juco though? What you just kind of stated is saying, hey man, I got a different look, I got a different eye now on these folks with my skin tone, and the motherfuckers that maybe they're not just what everyone else in the media uses as an agenda. I told Smitty and I said, when you got a kid, when you have a daughter or a son, and you got a different lifestyle, you'll tell that motherfucker to keep the motherfucking window down. 100%. And I think it changes people's mindset. And Smitty young, Smitty 30, and he's like, well, still, two things could be true. It didn't have to happen afterwards. Like, well, yeah, but it would have never got to that point. And I think that was your take as well. But does it go back to Juco looking and saying, you know what, Franchione was a white boy, and he actually looked out for me. It's not just, do you look at that now as a grown man and say, that might have changed my thinking?
Well, that's a whole loaded question. The first, I will go to the Tyreek situation. Man, I love Tyreek, bro. A Georgia boy who, I have the utmost respect for, and his skill set and talent, right? When I look at my takes as a sports personality now, covering sports in a football adjacent show, so to speak.
Yep.
It's my job. I looked at it like I was the OG in the locker room, where people don't say it, but they always want to hear what you got to say, right? Yeah. And when I analyzed the whole situation, I was one of the million people that heard and got the ESPN update on their phone as I'm walking into church, and I'm like, "What? Hold up. So, do we have footage? Do we have this?" And then when you see the initial footage of him on the ground, it's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" Right?
Right.
But when you get the whole police dash cam and you see what transpired and how it escalated and how it could have been de-escalated at times, he didn't uphold his end of the bargain. And as any true friend, as any true person that's in your social circle or any true teammate, it's your job to not just be the yes man, to be like, "Yo, bro, I'm not just going to be like, yeah, dog, you could have got
foul." Yeah,
like,
you foul.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tyreek. Like, my boy. Oh, you got out, bro. You could have handled that way differently too. And even with this situation, a lot of times cats don't be willing to lose a friendship because of the truth. It's like, "Yo, bro, I'm just here to report what I deem you to be and uphold yourself and your morals as a way." It could have been anything. Obviously, it was a police situation where I tried to give perspective for my children, right? And all children. But it could have been a domestic situation. It could have been, you just acting as if you're normal in a club where you're being disrespectful, belligerent, whatever you want to kind of call it. These are things that accountability has to be held at all times.
My guy, my OG, Mr. King is in the building. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Where you Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Of course.
I had an 8 o'clock meeting this morning. My bad, y'all.
Oh, y'all good? It's all good.
But I got that caramel anyway because I've been listening this week and I got some bones to pick with this fucking JB.
Oh, we'll get straight to it then. Forget the rundown. It's Free Game Friday. What's on your mind, brother?
How in the hell are you going to not be in favor of Vic getting a Norfolk State job? Like, did I hear that right?
Yes, you did.
I didn't say I wasn't in favor.
What'd you say? I don't want
Smitty over there race baiting. Smitty already pulling off his Ryan Clarks over here. He getting his Ryan Clarks in already early this morning.
I don't know.
Number two, I did not say I wasn't in favor. I said
it wasn't a smart move. What you said?
I said
before. He said it wasn't fair.
And didn't we have an HBCU coach on that said it was also not a smart move? It was a smart move in one side. We both said it's a smart move because he's from Newport News. To bring him to Virginia is obviously a smart move. His name was thrown in the hat at the Sacramento State job. I said that was a money grab situation to market Sac State. No way Vic was coming to California to Sacramento. I said that was a joke. They got Go-Go Gadget or whatever his name is from UNLV to take that job. So I said it was smart on that behalf, but not in the regards to there's coaches being surpassed for figureheads. That's all I said. I said it doesn't make me any different who you hire. I'm just telling you that Virginia makes sense, Michael Vick and all, but are there coaches out here being passed by, Shaun? You should know better than anybody. Come on.
So
now.
Here's why I think it's the right thing. The profession needs it. The coaching profession is full of bullshit, and you know it.
Then hire me then.
Well, listen, that's fine if they don't hire you, but I'd rather they hire Mike Vick and put some fresh blood, fresh thought process into that profession than to continue this just complete ludicrousy that exists right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not saying hire me in Norfolk. Let me get clear.
Right. I know what you're saying. And the thing I want to push back on, this narrative that these career coaches care about these kids is the biggest piece of bullshit about it. Those coaches don't care about nothing but their career.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And they willing to bring their buddies along that were GAs and had to wash clothes and do all that, regardless of if they can coach or not, just because of loyalty. But you can't criticize and be mad at somebody that went and played pro ball. Because every one of those guys that went straight into coaching as a GA and did it the old school hard way would have went and played pro ball if they had the chance.
They would have what? They would have what?
They would have went and played pro ball if they had the chance.
He basically saying don't like you can't use that as like a crutch for like a Michael Vick or guys in that picture, because all those coaches that went straight into GA wanted to be Vick. They wanted to go play. It just wasn't good enough to do so they had no choice but to go the other route.
And I want to talk about my experiences, because not only is the college coaching profession 70% bullshit, they don't even want former NFL players in that profession. And when you get one in there, they want to alienate and ostracize the guy. Like JB, I was in South Florida. I was a quarterback coach under Willie Taggart. The kid I had, Quentin Flowers, I helped him become AAC Player of the Year. Taggart goes to Oregon. Charlie Strong comes to Texas. He brings Sterling Gilbert with him at the OC. Sterling wanted to coach his own quarterbacks. That's how fucked up that profession is, Smitty. You got a NFL quarterback in the quarterback room where you're going. Just coach the kid, the college, the player of the year in the conference. And instead of saying, okay, let me work with him, nah, I want to coach the quarterbacks.
That's
they
crazy.
didn't even want me in the room. They didn't want me to talk to the quarterbacks. Guess what they said at the end of spring practice? Quentin Flowers can't play. He can't run this system. The reigning conference player of the year. That's why I call bullshit on a lot of those cats in that profession, because a lot of them can't coach, and even more of them don't give a damn about them kids. All they care about is upward mobility. Can I not upset anybody that I think's gonna get a job so they bring me with them to the next job?
Now look, we both had those situations. So I hear what you're telling me, and I hear what you're saying. You are like what Smitty says. When I come up with quotes of the day, Smitty's like, JB, you got hurt when you were younger. That's why you said that. This is what it sounds like from Shaun right now, Smitty. Keep it funky.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been in that situation.
If I would have came out of that experience, they're willing to work with NFL guys, and I really think they care about the kids, I'd be all for it. But I know the majority of those career guys don't give a damn about them kids.
But I agree with you. I come on the show and say it all the time. It's a meat market. The kids are pieces of meat. We've been saying that. That's why I always got the best player to play for me and not leave me, and why I got the new best player, because I was genuine and real, and they knew it. That's the one difference why they don't want me coaching D1, because they know it'll be a rap city, BET. So here's the issue I have, though.
Big Tigger.
You say that out of one side, and it's actually the same thing we're talking about with the Michael Vick hire then.
But Michael Vick will never get into that profession unless a Norfolk State goes out on a limb and says, we're going to take a shot.
No, exactly. That's my point.
The only way Deion Sanders ever got at the collegiate level, because Jackson State was willing to go outside of the box and take a shot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The same thing with Eddie George and Tennessee State. The HBCUs have been the only ones that have taken a shot on some of these guys.
That's why they're mad when they leave and take bigger jobs. That's the narrative, right? That's the fan bases go after these guys, right? It's like we gave you the shot.
And the one thing I will say, I think the initial energy from Jackson State was they were mad at Deion, but he did such a great job of showing them how to run an HBCU program at a high level and generate money. Shout out to TC and Jackson State, who just won the actual title, which Deion and them couldn't do. So he left the program in a great situation. One of his coaches on his staff is now the head coach. Jackson State is better off for having hired Deion.
Here's the issue I fight back with, though, because I'm on both sides here. Obviously, I recruited players, so I would always defend those guys. But I also know the profession and what it entails, and I'm supposed to be doing what? Advancing in my profession. Smitty's trying to advance at Fox. You're trying to advance at wherever. We want to advance everywhere. So for a grown man to take a bigger, better job, we're not going to sit here and say that they shouldn't be able to do that when they're 45 years old and got bills to pay, mouths to feed, and a wife. I'm never going to go against that. I don't think you two are. The other side of it is, though, what happens when these coaches get fucked and fired by shit-ass administration that continues to fire coaches, doesn't that tell you that coaches now are on eggshells saying, well, fuck you. You're going to fire me in a year anyway. I'm going to give you a shit sandwich and leave now. So you can't tell we're here about the kids. We're protecting kids as an administration, but I'm going to fire the coach who protects the kids on a year-to-year basis and then talk about, well, now he's leaving me. Well, he's leaving you because your president and administration who hires a search committee to hire you anyway are firing guys at an all-time high as well.
It's all connected, what you
So
saying.
it's a broken system, dog. That's my point to this whole thing.
And I guess my counter argument, not argument, because I agree with what you're saying, the system's broken. Caring for kids is not an inherited trait. Either that's in you or that's not in you.
Yeah.
Just like racism.
Like that's the, and I saw too many guys that didn't give a damn about them kids.
I see it too. I 100% agree. When you recruit a kid and then you walk by him on campus, when you get him to sign the letter and act like you don't know him, is a problem to me.
Yeah.
That is a problem to me. Shaun and I have seen that 20,000 times. That's where I agree with that. I no doubt about it. But that's why the hiring parties are fucking shitty. They don't understand. If they were smart, Shaun King should have a job, Sean Salisbury should have a job, and JB should have a job, and these kids would be going to 3 different places that cared about them, and there would be a fucking turmoil in college football right now because cats would be like, holy fuck, why does Tulane have these guys that should be at Bama? Why does fucking Akron, where JB is, have these guys that should be at Ole Miss? Because that's what would happen. You talking about watered down? Shit. This would be a full-on level playing field because now there's guys that care about the fucking body of work and the product that's on the field, not only playing for you, but off the field, what they're going to do when they leave you.
Which was why I was surprised that you had anything but praise for Norfolk State hiring Vic, because everything I've heard from Vic is he's wired like us.
He is. I think Smitty could attest to that. He works around.
Great dude.
I agree. I'm not saying that, but I still can't dismiss the fact that I got partners who's bled, sweat, and cried doing this, and then gets to the interview, and then a guy that's never fucking coached a down, never managed a staff, never done any of this, gets the job. I just can't dismiss that fact either, Shaun. You can't either. There's no way you can sit here and tell me that if they brought a guy in to replace you at South Florida that's never been anywhere, he just got straight Teddy Bridgewater, you'd be pissed too.
But I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is using the example. I know it's high school, first year, never did nothing, went out there and won. So my thing is, it's a results-oriented business. So if Vic goes out here and turns the program around, then hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, we know now. What I'm saying is, if he got the job over Shaun King, who was on staff for 5 years, I'm going to have a problem with that. That's just the issue. I can't dismiss it, and then I can't be mad at the fact they hired a guy like Vic who's wired like us. That's fine. But he passed over 3 other my homies too that I know have been grinding. His work
was just different. His work was as a player playing X amount of years in the NFL. Their work as the GAs, as Shaun alluded to, who just couldn't make the NFL, had to go another route. But they ended up going to the same spot in different routes. So I mean, I don't know. I still feel like
it's a deep conversation.
I know. I just feel like the player still worked for it though. Just in a different way.
I don't have an issue with Vic because I didn't have an issue with Josh McCown, who had never coached, getting a NFL quarterback coaching job with the Carolina Panthers and doing such a great job with the Carolina Panthers that when him and Frank Wright got fired, he's now the quarterback coach. I think it's Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken.
But see, here's the issue I have though.
What's the difference with him? He went straight to even a tougher job to get than an HBCU head coach.
I'm not comparing.
My point was, JB, that it happens. And he failed. Like, he was Bryce Young's quarterback coach, and they all got fired mid-season, year 1, and he didn't miss a game as a quarterback coach.
Here's the issue
the results didn't even matter for him.
See, I don't care anymore because I'm pretty much agreed to agree with myself that I'll never coach again. So I'm not, but I want to give a point of perspective because I've seen guys like Art Briles, an absolute shitbird who's allowed shitbird things to happen on campuses with his team, with females and other things that I know that happened because I had players there. And he got a job at the most influential level possible, high school. And you put him at ground level, grassroots level at a high school after what happened at Baylor. I do what I do with my kids who have nothing but praised me and been on this show and said it on publicly speaking, and Tank Dell's been on the pivot, and all these other guys have said, JB's the guy. We love the hell out of him, contrary to your belief. I can't get a job. I've been blackballed. It is what it is. I've come up to it. I'm happy to see a guy like Michael Vick, who has a controversial past, to say the least, goes and gets arrested, has an issue, gets a job, but JB still can't get a job and did nothing of the sort. That is the issue I come to also. And I have buddies in my same shoes, though, that have done nothing but been a coach and cussed and yelled, who've been canceled, but yet will still hire a guy because of the face and who he was at his playing day. But we still have issues that we're hiring guys that had issues off the field, but guys that just cussed now can't get a job. I know too many like that, Shaun. I know NFL coaches who've been basically blackballed because they went after kids. Go ask Eric fucking Bieniemy how that's going. I'm just telling you, I know that this is a shitty-ass fucking way to go about certain things, and I know certain people get jobs over certain people. And I'm going to leave it at that. And it goes both ways. It goes fucking both ways. I'm just going to be honest. I just wanted to be clear. I'm not defending myself. I'm defending a lot of guys I know like me that are deserving of a job, like Shaun King, but won't get it either. But we'll see a guy get a job after having some issues. I'm all for it. Second chances, I think, are deserving. Yeah. But at the same time, make it equal then. Make fucking it equal then. I don't have no fucking dirty fingerprints on me.
I wore my South Florida shirt because I still got the roots on South Florida. Jeff Scott came in there. I coached the player of the year, was recruiter of the year in the conference by rivals, and fired me. And I said, before I said, everything you do.
How you doing, Shaun?
See you do right by me.
Hey, let me ask you. I gotta get
USA ain't won since. I ain't taking the root off him yet either.
Hello.
Hey, we haven't talked to you since this whole ruling went down. Everybody's been blowing me up about this Juco thing to get the perspective. Matt and I and Smitty had a good conversation. I just want to get your take, not to waste too much time. We've talked about it a lot, but what is your take with this whole Juco eligibility not going against your 4-year eligibility and blase? Where are you at with this whole situation and your first takeaway from it?
This is what really made me question the state of mind you in. I was like, JB is just Debbie Downer now, because you were the one arguing for the rule when the kid first went up against and filed a lawsuit. And then when they approved it in the kid's favor, I felt like then you was against the rule.
No, I was against the rule from the jump. I was against the lawsuit. Yeah.
But why?
Smitty and I had the conversation. I was against it because he played 2 years to Juco. I'm a Juco guy.
Wouldn't this help Juco now if you can go to Juco and it don't count against your eligibility after that?
Everybody thinks so right now.
That's what I said, Shaun, but Bailey and JB said I was tripping.
Well, I mean, right now ain't nobody going to Juco.
I know, but it's not going to be Juco. You're taking Juco away. You're making it a preparatory school. This is going to be Norfolk. I mean, this is going to be.
But if the kids still use it, isn't that better than them not?
Still better, regardless of what it is.
Jucos cannot suffice, dog. We don't have the resources. We're not military. We don't have Fork Union money. We don't have IMG money. We don't have preparatory money getting funded by the federal government for financial aid. Jucos are independent contractors living in rural towns. They don't have the money. They have to fill the dorms to keep the lights on. Is the NCAA going to fund 72 or 144 Jucos in America? 72 in California, 72 in the rest of the country. The other 72 outside of California have scholarships and dorms. California does not. So there is a huge discrepancy on the rules, what's going to happen going forward. There's so much to dive into. 24 hours, 36 hours into the rule. I don't want to be optimistic or pessimistic. I want to bring the facts and experience. And all I'm saying is I can see it, and I think, Shaun, you agree. You can see it going 2 or 3 ways.
Charlie Strong was mad at me, so he gave me that Wichita corridor, and I had to go to Independence and all them damn Jucos. I still pissed off at you, Charlie Strong, for that. I just looked at it like, if the rule didn't change, no kids were going to junior college.
It's imploding already. And
right. So at least I felt like with the change of the rule,
it's a chance.
A kid might decide to go that
but
route.
It's not a change of the rule. It's not a change of the rule. See, I'm looking at it totally different. I'm looking at it as a change of you're changing college. You're taking the college term off of junior, which we've had for 100 years, that we've seen guys like Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, John Madden, Chad Ochocinco, Steve Smith, all these legends that have come through junior college. You've taken that away now and saying this is not a college anymore. It is now a preparatory institution. And when that happens, Shaun, you're taking away the transferable courses required to get your AA degree. So AA degrees will not be applicable going forward. And the 424 transfer rule has to be talked about, because I don't see how that works now. And you know about the 424 rule. If you're recruiting, you have to understand, okay, so now if I go to Bama for 1 year as a freshman, Shaun King I play, I don't like it, I get kicked out, what have you, I go Juco, my clock stops now? This is Pandora's box being opened that no one's forward thinking and talking about. That's all I'm trying to do, is bring up all the possibilities of yay or nay that it could bring. I also see, Shaun, I see a shitbird group. I see a bunch of shitbirds that don't get recruited in high school now, because it's even going to be worse for high school now. Because I'm taking a 22-year-old kid out of a prep school over a 17-year-old high school kid all day, every day. So are you. And there's 7,000 kids in the portal right now. Let's just say, for instance, 10% of them get out. Where are they going? Are they going to go to the prep school, or are they going to stay in the portal seeking a bag? And then high school kids that don't get recruited now, even more so because of the prep rule, all those shitbirds who can't play dead in a Western are going to go to this prep school, Juco, and now what are we doing? Are we just babysitters? Are we just babysitters for a bunch of shitbirds? I'm just giving you a bunch of scenarios, man. I just think it's way too early to talk about it, but I mean to judge it. But it's a good talking point.
Now what you said right then, if me and Smitty could get you to just utter that sentence regarding the college football playoff, we really be making progress.
Yep.
That's all we've been trying to get you to say.
Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. See it play out.
That's all we've been trying to get you to say.
We're so early into it. You haven't even watched it yet. You're already made a mindset of being pessimist. Do the same thing you're doing with Juco. Do it for the playoff. Let's watch it first. We got first game tonight. Let's see how it plays out. And then let's give our answer. I might shift my answer.
This is coming from a guy who was at Tulane, who went undefeated, and then the number 1 versus the number 2 team in America would play for the national title, and then there was a split national title, and then he's the guy that saw the BCS take over, this computer-based system, and then he's the guy that saw this 4-team playoff evolve, and now it's 12, and he thinks this is something we've got to give a chance to. Come on, man. It's getting worse and worse.
You gave every other system a chance. You gave the computer a chance. You gave the 14 playoff a chance. Why not give this a chance?
And you know what he was? He was the guy when they did away with the Motorola two-way pager.
Yeah.
Text from your phone. He was the guy. I'll never text from my phone.
Yeah, I'll never text.
Hey, Shaun, let me be devil's advocate. Let me be devil's advocate some more. And real quick on this whole conversation that's going to be national news here when we find out if it's going global or not, this JUCO rule. Who is going to come to Independence, Kansas and can't receive a scholarship and pay out of their pocket to go to a prep school in rural Kansas, rural Mississippi, rural Georgia Military School, rural Mexico Military Academy? Who is going to pay out of their pocket, use up their financial aid years, and then take a student loan to go do that over sit in a portal? The NCAA is colluding with this whole situation, acting as if they don't want it. They want it. They want the portal kids to stay in the portal, Shaun, because if those portal kids leave and go JUCO, they lose that money. They lose financial aid, grant and aid, loans. We know the real. This is a big money grab. I don't see how it comes to any good, man. Right now, today. Next year could be the greatest thing ever. I'm just telling you right now, I see a lot of bad. A lot of people see good. I see a lot of bad out of this because of.
I'm gonna say you know, you are an expert in that space. I'm gonna sit back and watch. I hope it works. My initial thought was this is good for them because they might get an influx of kids that they weren't getting before, and I feel like having kids is better than not having kids. But we'll wait and see.
The thing is, like, my wheels are spinning. Smitty, I told Smitty, my wheels are spinning. If this thing is a way that I'm a hustling ass cat like myself can figure out, and I take a JUCO job right now, and I could do what I'm thinking I can maybe do, cool. But it's a pipeline job to Lombo and Belichick, to Lincoln Riley or wherever, Colorado. I picked 3 or 4 schools. You send me those players that are on your recruiting list that can't qualify. They guaranteed come to me. You give me that Jordan contract with the jerseys and the unis. Give me some money for our resources for certain things. And I pipeline these developmental kids to you as freshmen, 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds. And that is how I look at it. I don't see – you're not going to recruit me. I'm not good enough, Shaun. After 2 years of prep school, I now go to D2. I evolve at the D2 level. I transfer upwards now. I brought this up to Matt and Smitty. It's a shit show. Now D2 will be the new JUCO.
But here's what I don't get. Like, chaos is a ladder. Littlefinger said it best in Game of Thrones. Like, this is an opportunity for somebody like you to go and take over. Because you already got the map. You already got the game plan.
Well, listen, we can talk about this if we blew in the face, man. Hey, let's transition, though, to the college football playoff predictions.
Woo-hoo!
We want to get the answers from Shaun and JB. Obviously, this is the big time weekend right here. So let's dive into it. I'm going to read it off the different games, and I want both of y'all to pick a team, give a quick 1 or 2 liner why you picking them. We're going to go to the next one. It's going to be more of a faster segment. So thank you, Bailey, for putting this up. I'm going to start off at the top left-hand corner, and we're going to start with our special guest, Shaun King. Ohio State versus Tennessee. Who you predict is going to win that game and why?
This will come down to 3 plays. There'll be 3 situations where Tennessee has the football, where they'll play action pass and have somebody open downfield. The game will be determined on if Nico can hit those guys.
Okay, I like that. JB, what's your thoughts on that? Ohio State or Tennessee? Who you got? And this is sponsored by BetUS, by the way. Make sure you go to BetUS. You use our promo code, Coach JB, to get all the perks that come with it.
I don't like Ohio State's quarterback. I think Tennessee's D-line is the best in the playoffs, them and Clemson. I think Tennessee's defense will be one of the better ones in the playoff. I think they stymie the offensive production at Ohio State. Michigan gave you the fucking recipe. Double team their good wideout, and they are dead in the water on offense. They got 2 good backs at Ohio State, but listen, you can load the box and double team one receiver. If you can't throw the football to the other guy, you got a fucking problem. Ohio State has a problem at quarterback. I think Tennessee gets it done.
I got Ohio State winning that game. Next up, we're gonna bring it to tonight's game, the first game kicking off the playoffs, the Battle of Indiana. We got Notre Dame versus IU, 2 11-1 ball clubs. Shaun King, what's your thoughts? Who you picking?
The only game in the 4, and by the way, all games are touchdown or better spreads, where I think the underdog has a legit shot to win outright. I think Indiana will be in this game in the 4th quarter. It'll come down to, can Cignetti outcoach Freeman the last 5-6 minutes of the 4th quarter? I think Indiana's the one dog that's super live to win outright.
JB, Notre Dame, IU. Who you picking and why?
Notre Dame. Why? Because their O-line, D-line's much better, and it's going to be in 2 inches of snow. Notre Dame's running back, J. Love, eats in the snow. You can't tackle him. You can't see him to hit him. I think Indiana is inferior athletically. I think Notre Dame dog stomps them. There's a reason Vegas knows what's up. This will be in the snow. Indiana will struggle doing what they want to do. What Cignetti likes to do, what he wants to do, he cannot do in the snow. So that's the factor right there. I think Indiana gets dog stomped by Notre Dame.
All right. Okay, 2 more games we're going to predict. All right, Texas and Clemson, man. Battle of the Orange. Who you got, Shaun King, and why?
Texas is the best team in the country without question outside of the quarterback position. I mean, everywhere else, they're loaded. I want to pick Clemson so bad in this game, but I don't think this is a Clemson team that we've known in the past from a skill player standpoint. So I just think Texas's corners, and they're going to swallow those receivers up. I don't know that Clemson can stop Texas from running the ball. So I'm going to go Texas in this one. But, man, Quinn Ewers is not it. I'm surprised Sarkisian didn't name Arch Manning the starter.
JB, what you thinking, man? Who you got, Texas or Clemson? I'm rolling with Texas.
Texas big. It won't even be close. This team in Clemson is just they're not the team that's going to get over and beat and go on a long run. They're too inconsistent. Every other game they played a good team, they lost. That's what they are. They're a three-loss team. Shouldn't be in the playoff, in my opinion. They are who they are. Their defense is good. QB is very inconsistent, like Quinn or as Shaun just mentioned. Both QBs are inconsistent, but at least Texas has a guy they can plug and play. Clemson does not. I think Texas wins big.
All right, I like that. By the way, y'all, I'm rolling with IU on the upset as well over Notre Dame. I didn't make that pick, but last but not least here, Bailey. Last but not least, one more game is left. Penn State, SMU. Shaun King, who you rolling with?
I think this ends up being the biggest woodshed of the four. James Franklin has a well-deserved rap of not being able to win the big game, but the context on that is those games are always against elite programs. He doesn't lose to the SMUs of the world. So I think Penn State going to woodshed SMU. I'm going Penn State big.
JB, Penn State, SMU. Who you rolling with? I'm with Penn State as well.
Penn State big. SMU don't belong in it.
There it is, man. College football playoff.
This would have been such a better game if it was Penn State, Miami.
Oh, man, just the excitement around it, just the buzz, everything else would have been so much better. But, hey, man, who knows, man? We shall see. We've seen bigger upsets before. So, shout out to the college football picks brought to you by BetUS. But guess what, Shaun? It ain't just college football this weekend. You got some NFL games as well. Specifically on Saturday. It's the holiday remix, man. Big time football games here, man. Some on Peacock, some on Fox, some on Netflix. So you got to get all the streams to watch these games. So we're going to go down the list, starting at the top, y'all. Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, I believe, is playing. He's been practicing, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and wrap that ankle up and play. So, Shaun King, who you like on this game?
Yeah. Hey, it's about time Kansas City lost one of these games. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
If you watch the Browns Chiefs, Mahomes and Jameis played the same game. The Browns just didn't catch any of Mahomes' interceptions. He threw like 6 or 7. They dropped them all. Like, I'm going to Texas. I think I know the Chiefs are getting healthy. They say Hollywood Brown is back. Pacheco been back a couple of weeks. I'm going to Texas in this one.
I'm rolling with you as well. I think CJ Stroud gonna have one of those big time games. It's the holiday season. Why not? Why not see some big time performances from CJ in the Texas? But JB, who you got?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I love Patrick Mahomes that he plays through shit. He's only missed 2 games in his career, I believe. Man, I love the fact that he's nutty and gutty. That's the one thing I love about him. Seriously, I don't think he's that great of a QB, but I think he's nutty and gutty, man. I do. I think he's the most overrated quarterback of all time, but he's a fucking gutty guy. I love him.
You're such a Debbie Downer, man. What the fuck is going on?
Hey, like it kills JB to just give a compliment. He can never just say one thing and then sit back.
I love the fact he plays through injury, but I love the fact. But I mean, you can plug and play any quarterback, and you see them win games still. And they won with Chad Henne. I mean,
I'm talking about why you gotta throw shade at Stroud. Why you can't just say he's a really talented, up and coming young quarterback?
Huh?
When did I do that?
What? When he?
You just said. I thought you were talking about Stroud.
No, Mahomes.
Oh, that's ludicrous. I wouldn't even say nothing if I knew he was talking about Mahomes. I know he trolling.
I said I love Mahomes that he plays through injuries, homie.
I thought you were talking about Stroud though.
No, I love Stroud. I think he's hit a sophomore wall though.
You're trolling. You're trolling on Mahomes.
No, I don't even know what that means. I called that Stroud was.
That means when you say something that you don't really believe to elicit a reaction from those that are on the panel with you, or either watching or listening.
Yeah.
Who you got though in the game, Texas or Chiefs?
I'm gonna take the Texans. I think Mahomes will come out of the game. They'll put in whoever, and that'll be it. I'm gonna go Texans.
Right, next.
He just did a mock draft with trades.
JB be crowded, man. You gotta ignore it sometimes. But next game to me is gonna be this might be the game of the weekend, man. This is important for who's gonna win the division, the AFC North. Steelers at Ravens. Part 2. Steelers won the first game pretty comfortably. I mean, they won the game with all field goals, though, but they really slowed down Lamar. Lamar has struggled against Mike Tomlin and the Steelers throughout his career. But Shaun King, who you got in this one?
Baltimore. Pittsburgh can't beat a good team without George Pickens, and George Pickens is out again. So I'm going Baltimore.
I heard he might play. My people are telling me
if he does play and he's healthy, then I like Pittsburgh. But without Pickens, they don't got enough.
I like Mike Tomlin and his dominance over Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and they just come off a loss. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers defense rallying back and helping out. I think Russell Wilson will hit a few bombs over Baghdad with the deep ball, and I think they beat the Ravens again because they own the Ravens.
Well, I think at some point, it's time to nut up or shut up. And I think this is that point. It's a huge game. I like Harbaugh, Lamar, and Derrick Henry specifically. Derrick Henry hasn't had a big game in a couple weeks. I like them to go out here, win this game, and end up winning the division.
By the way, can we talk about the scheduling, though? How unfair this is for the Chiefs and the Texans to play these games in a fucking 3-day span.
And Steelers.
This is unbelievable. And the Steelers. This is unbelievable to me. Like, this is the worst.
It's the same 4 teams.
Right. Roger Goodell it should be a fucking shame of himself with the scheduling and the flex scheduling possibilities, and we continue to do this to teams. These teams have played 3 games in 11 days.
Hey, Shaun, I didn't even notice till literally just now that it was the same 14. JB named 2, and I was like, hold on, they all playing. They just flip-flopping.
Here's what I don't get. What if I ain't got Netflix? And
you have to get somebody. You have to do it. You have to pay for it.
I mean, I do, but I mean, it's ridiculous that they force people to do stuff. And people don't spend all this money for Christmas. They in there, their kids opening gifts and they crying at the same time. The kids happy with got there. We don't know if we can make the light bill the next month. And the NFL is making all this money, just gonna double down on people having to spend. The hell Netflix get NFL games for?
Hey, by the way, Ohio University is playing right now.
Yeah, they're playing Jacksonville State. Shout out to Rich Roy who got the West Virginia job. Welcome back home, baby.
What are we doing, homie? Hey, everybody's
talking about US.
How many people are glued to this bowl game right now? What a great fucking time to put it on.
It is noon on the East Coast, though. You got to keep that in context.
Yeah, on a Friday.
Well, the college football playoff is today. Tulane plays 12:30 Pacific, baby. Don't miss that one.
I'm gonna be at work, Shaun, making money. I'm not worried about that boring game.
Cares. To Smitty's defense, nobody cares about that.
JB, what you gonna be doing? You be watching the game?
No.
All right. So
it's more people watching right now. They'll be watching.
Hey, Shaun, I just got the boat I just got the yacht out of the shop after 2 months. I'm gonna take that down to the ocean, put it in the water. I gotta see if I can get a person to help me though, because I don't want to. I gotta put it in the ramp, down the ramp, put it in the water.
Where your center at?
Ghost ride it.
Where your center at?
My what?
Your center.
Can't hear. I can't hear Shaun.
I say, where's your center?
Yeah,
the high school center.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Oh,
Ruben?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something else. Ruben's at work.
Could you hear me, Smitty?
I could hear you. I think JB thought you were talking about something else, so I think he was trying to act like he didn't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ruben, are you in here? Ruben, are you in the chat?
I couldn't remember Ruben's names. I know he's his high school center.
Just say Mexican. Mexicans are cool.
I would have destroyed Ruben.
I don't know Ruben like that to say that.
Ruben's in the chat, I think. Ruben's got diabetes, cancer, and a lot of other things going on. So he's got a lot of things. I don't know if he can help me.
Real quick, Shaun, before you leave,
y'all know when I get to JB's house, that's exactly how he introduced Ruben.
It's cold-blooded that he just said all that. Shaun, let me ask you this real quick. If I'm not mistaken, you guys got is it a transfer? Bailey, jump in real quick. What's going on with Tulane? I want to make sure I got clarity on here.
No, we got Todd Thompson who transferred from Oregon.
4 schools, right? Been to 4 schools? He's been to 4 schools, right?
Shaun, we want to know about TJ Finley.
Okay, so TJ Finley has committed to Tulane, but he's not playing in the bowl game. Todd Thompson, who was there all year. He came from Oregon last year. He's leaving in the transfer portal, but he's starting at quarterback against the Gators.
Wow.
Mensa's already at Duke, and the other kid, Kyle Horton, he's in the portal too. But we brought TJ Finley, who was at Western Kentucky last year.
Got you.
Why is Lucy white? And why is Ruben white?
They look like AI.
They're not green anymore. All
they
the
look
people.
like AI.
Look, everybody's not green, homie. Everybody's memberships are gone.
Hey, Ruben, stay out of that nasty ass water by that pier.
Oh yeah, Lucy not a member no more. That's crazy. Ruben not a member.
Ren's not a member. Look, nobody's a member.
Some of our loyal people who used to be members are not loyal anymore. Now, Big Ruben's green.
No, I heard they got kicked out. I heard a lot of cats have been getting their memberships kicked back. They got to do it over or something because something's happening. I don't know.
Well, I don't want that affecting my check, my monthly check. So go ahead and.
Yeah, see, it says you're looking at the other. They're white in the other show.
Yeah, they say they're in the secret chat.
That's right. They watching my other show. Got you.
Hey, Ruben, stay out that water, man. You gonna catch something.
Hey, man, Shaun, we hope you have a great weekend, my guy, man. I'm about to go hit these weights, man. I got 3 meetings. I'm going to go to work, and we're going to enjoy my weekend.
There you go, stunting. You throwing that at me and JB. That's a shot at me and JB.
What?
I'm about to go hit these weights, man.
I don't know what y'all do.
You say me and JB don't hit the weights?
I assumed you did,
Lucy,
brother.
Lucy, don't call me Jason, Lucy.
So weird.
She called you Jason?
Yeah. She's doing your shit, homie. You're the fucking reason, homie.
Hey, I bought JB some dog training hours. I guess.
Merry Christmas, homie.
Are you sending that to me?
Yeah, look at that damn wildebeest you got rolling around there, some manners.
Hey, everybody in the comments, everybody drop the word Jason in the comments right now, y'all, please.
Hey, it's like 80 degrees in Cali, dog, last few days. It's unbelievable weather. I'm going to go. I seen some aliens and shit last night, but fuck it.
I'm coming up after the new year, man. After the new year, I'm going to come up, though.
Hey, we're going to see you January 7th. We'll see you then, my guy.
Y'all dark next week, or y'all rolling?
Now we're Monday. We're good. You good Monday?
We good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Be ready Monday.
Then.
I'll see you Monday with Tulane game. After Tulane game. Smitty, real quick, let's just give it a real quick whirl, okay? For 2 minutes. We're gonna rapid fire, just you and me. Because I got to do it for my partners over at BetUS.
Our partners.
My partners, yeah. Well, I pay you through them. I'm gonna pay you through them.
Our partners.
All right, ready, real quick. I'm gonna give you the over and the under. You shot it out. Ready?
Let's get it.
Let's go. NFL brought to you by BetUS. JB and Smitty's picks. Go check it out. Use the promo code Coach JB. Giants, Falcons, Atlanta minus 8.5, over under 42.5. Go.
Over 42.5. I like it. Michael Penix is going to ball out.
I like the Falcons as well. To win the game, I do think the Giants will cover 8.5, though. Lions, Bears, over under 47.5. Detroit minus 7. Go.
I'm going to say under, but I like Detroit with the minus 7. Bears are horrible.
Ooh, I'm going to take the over and Detroit covering the 7. Browns, Bengals, Cincinnati minus 9, must-win situation, over under 46.5. Go.
Over 46.5, but I don't like that minus 9. I think the game will be a little closer than that. I like the Bengals to win, but not minus 9.
I'm going to go with the Bengals to win, a must-win game. I do like the over as well. Cleveland has a good D, but they can't score on offense. And then the Bengals' defense is horrific, so the Browns will score in that team. So I like the over under 46.5. I think Cincinnati will cover the 9. I think they blow the Browns out. Titans, Colts. Your Colts are favored. Minus 3.5. The over-under is 42.5. Go.
Under for sure, but we will win the game. We will cover. My Indianapolis Colts will bounce back. I'm going with Indy.
I'm going to take the Colts as well, and I think that hook scares me. I'm going to say the Titans will cover the 3.5. I think it's a field goal game. I will take the over 42.5. Rams, Jets. Rams are rolling. Jets are shit. The Jets did come off a victory. The Rams are minus 3. It's in East Rutherford. Over under is 46.5. 27-degree weather, but it will be sunny. I'm taking the Rams to win the game and cover the 3. The 46.5. I'm going to go on the under on this one.
I'm going over. Rams will win.
Rams
will cover. Huh?
Going what?
What you thought I said?
Over?
I'm going with the over. Rams will win. Rams will cover.
Eagles, Commanders, NFC East showdown. Philadelphia Eagles minus 3.5. They got a hook right there. It's an over under 45.5. Go.
I'm going with the under. Commanders will win this game. They will. The Eagles will not cover because the Commanders will upset and get the win. I'm going with the under. I like Jaden Daniels. I like Sheldon Day in this. I like Terry McLaurin. That's who I'm rolling with.
The Eagles are playing the best of any team in football right now. I got to continue with the hot streak. The Eagles will win. They'll cover the 3.5. It'll go over 45.5. I believe the Commanders will score some points. The Eagles will have a letdown there, but I think the Eagles get it done. They'll win by at least 4. Over under on this one, Cardinals, Panthers, 47.5. Over under, Arizona minus 5. Go.
Oh, yeah, I like Arizona to cover. I like the under. I like the Cardinals to win, though, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals as well. They'll. I don't think they cover the 5 though. Panthers are playing very, very decent football right now, if that's even a real word in the NFL. They're actually playing very good football for the teams they've been playing. They could have beat the Chiefs. They should have beat the Cowboys. They're right in there with these teams. Cardinals are a must-win though to stay in the playoff hunt. I'm taking the Cardinals, but I think it's a 3-point game, and I think the 47.5 is over. Vikings Seahawks in the afternoon. Vikings Seahawks, big game. Minnesota 12-2, 5-1 away. Seahawks are 8-6, 3-5 at home. Minnesota -3, 42.5 over under go.
42.5. I'm gonna take the over. I like Minnesota to win and cover. I think the Seahawks are going to be down, kind of downward spiral, and the Rams are going to easily now win this division and take that last playoff spot. I like the Vikings. Sorry, Bailey.
I like the Seahawks bouncing back after the tough loss. They got to come back. They got to stay in the playoff hunt. They're going to come back and win.
What?
I think they win this one to stay in the mix, especially if the Commanders lose. The Seahawks will get that wild card. The Rams will be the division winner. The Patriots Bills, Buffalo -14, over under 46.5. I'm going to take this game. It's 16 degrees. Expect snow in Orchard Park. I'm going to go with the over. The Buffalo Bills have been a team that's scored over 40 2 weeks in a row. I think they score 40 for a third time in a row. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over 46.5, and I think Buffalo covers the 14.
I'm going to go with the Bills. I'm going to actually take the under, but I got the Bills winning. I think they cover. The reason I said the under, I just don't think the Patriots are going to really score that much.
All right, Jags Raiders, the matchup that everyone's looking forward to see who gets the first pick in the draft. Who tanks the most is what this game's going to be about. What team misses field goals on purpose? What team don't do what they're supposed to do as professionals? That's what I'm looking at. The Jags, Raiders, Las Vegas -1.5, over under 40.5. I'm taking the over on the 40.5, and I'm taking the Jags to win the game on a money line. I think the Jags win.
I'm taking the under, but I'm also going to pick the Jags to win. I think the Raiders will be better at tanking. They want that number 1 spot more than anybody. So I think the Jags will win, and that's what I'm rolling with.
49ers Dolphins, Miami -1. They got the favorite here at 73 degrees in Miami. They play better in warm weather. The Niners got to travel across the country once again. They just went to Buffalo in the snow and lost. They came home, lost, and now they got to go back to Miami. I think they're done. I'm going to take Miami -1, and the over-under is 44.5, Smitty. I'm going to take the 44.5 over.
Yeah, I actually have to agree with you on that. The Dolphins still have something to play for. They have at least a shot, at getting in. The Niners just feel like, this season just isn't their season. And I'm rolling with the Dolphins, and I like the over as well in that.
The last game on the slate, Buccaneers, and the Cowboys. This is a Tampa Bay -4. Tampa Bay just put 47 on a good Chargers defense. They're rolling right now ahead of the NFC South division. Looks like they're going to lock up the seed there in the playoff. Cowboys are 6-8. They can get in the playoffs with a miracle. I don't see it though. I think the Bucs run away. I got Tampa covering the 4, and I got the over under 48.5. I'm going over.
I like the Cowboys win this game, man. I think it's going to be one of those surprising wins. I think it's going to be I'm going with the under, low scoring, good defense. I think, that Michael Parsons and that Cowboys defense forced Baker into a few turnovers and bad throws, bad situations. I think the Cowboys, man, they make this an ugly, nasty game, and they sneak out with a victory.
And then Monday night's game, Saints-Packers, we will do Monday on this show. So
yes, sir.
Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. We will see you on Monday. Enjoy the weekend and stay safe. And appreciate everybody. Pound that like, subscribe, and go on over to the other channel and subscribe as well. Let's get 1,000 over there so we can start going live on Christmas Day to match my Mean and Kind vibe. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on Monday. Peace.